Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome out to KoJack's Live. What you're going to be seeing is you're going to be seeing Charlie's game, and I am one of the original eggheads, and we are bringing you action from KoJack's tonight. We'll be playing 10-handed, 1-2, no limit hold'em. Once again, live from KoJack's in Midland, Texas. And we've got cash games rolling tonight. If you're ready to play some poker, then KoJack's is the hot spot in the Permian Basin. Don't forget, we do have CCC over in Odessa, Texas. They've got great tournaments and great cash game action too. The River League over in San Angelo, Texas is insane action. But what you are viewing tonight is Charlie's live stream. And by the way, if you didn't know it, I am Charlie. So welcome out and thanks for joining us today. We're going to be bringing you a lot of fun, but before we get to that, we've got something new. The cash game has already started, but on Sundays at KoJack's Poker Club, we've got insane action. We've got the $120 no limit hold'em cash game tournament. It's only 1 hour long. You've got 3 levels of blinds, 20 minutes a level each. First level is 1-2 no limit hold'em. Second level is 1-3 no limit hold'em, and third level is 2-5 no limit hold'em. They are 20-minute levels, and it's a 120 buy-in. You get $100 in cash chips. But look at this, we've added something new. Registration ends after the first level. So you have 20 minutes to get here. However, the bonus, you're granted one optional re-entry to use anytime during the tournament if you're here before the start of the tournament. So, yes, 3 of them will run 3 o'clock, 4:30, and 6 p.m. So if you're in it to win it, you want 3 chances to win. If you want to pull in some money in something new, something fun, if you haven't seen it before, we've been flirting with 3 tables each week, and it's insane action. So head on out to see us. Give you a quick look at the calendar. This is what we've got going on this month. So we've got a month full of action. Every Monday, we've got the $2,000 guaranteed free roll. Every Wednesday, we've got the $60 bomb pot tournament. That prize pool fluctuates between $3,000 and $4,000 every week. And then every Thursday this month, we've got 1-2 no limit hold'em action coming live. Mr. Maxwell joining me in the booth right now. I'm going to unroll this and let him say hi to you guys. You comfortable talking on the mic?
Absolutely.
All right. Go ahead and pull up that chair up here.
Good evening.
Oh wait, you're not on just yet. You can't say good evening just yet. We'll get this mic settled. Come on, join in. You're gonna have to scoot on in close to me. And what we're talking about right now is we're talking about the cash game tournament coming to you live. This is Mr. Maxwell. He flies in from another city to come play some poker, but we won't tell you where.
Houston.
Houston. All right.
I'll admit it.
All right. He comes in from Houston because the action's just too good at KoJack's.
Yeah, that's absolutely right.
So we're about to jump in. They've already started, but we'll join in a few minutes. But what we're flying through right now is every Monday, $2,000 guaranteed free roll. Every Wednesday, $60 bomb pot prize pool fluctuates between $3,000 and $4,000 each week. So if you like 4 cards, double the board action, and you like to say the word pot, head on in on Wednesdays. And 6 p.m. is the start time. Every Thursday, but you're back here with the original egghead, Charlie. We'll be doing the live stream. Every Saturday this month, we've got the $3,000 guaranteed bounty tournament. And then on Sundays, what we were talking about is we've got that $120 cash game tournament, something that you haven't seen probably out in this area. What you do, it's a $120 buy-in, $20 pays for your hour. And then you start with $100 in chips. You get 3 blind levels, 1 hour. At the end of that hour, whatever chips you have in front of you, go in your pocket.
That's
cash
cute.
game chips. Yeah,
That's cute.
It's crazy.
1 hour.
1 hour, 20-minute levels, 1-2, 20-minute levels, 1-3, and then 20-minute levels, 2-5.
Yeah, that's cute.
And so if you're here by the start of the tournament, you get 1 rebuy. If you're not here by the start, you've got to the end of the first level to jump on in. And it's going to be great action. And we've already got the table started up. And Max came in here just to say hi to me. So I gave him the mic and stuck him with it. So he's going to be stuck in here for a minute. He missed his seat here, but you never know while we're in here talking. We may lose a seat out there, and you might have one.
Who knows?
That's the evil plan that
Who
I
knows?
have.
Who knows?
But what you see is 1-2 no limit hold'em, and it's a basic game. No straddles, no bomb pots. It's just straight 1-2 action. Max buy-in is $300. No 70% rule, so the winner gets the advantage, or whoever's running hot. How do you feel about that as a player?
So you can't match stack or
No match
0.7
stack,
0.7 stack.
No, if somebody has 1,000, you can't come in for 700. It is built for play, and the first half of the game usually starts a little bit slow, and as you see, the seats are just now filling in. Players coming in, adding in. We've got 2, 4, 6 players, 7 players entered so far. 3 more players will be entered into that. Now we got 8 players, 2 more players. We're going to be playing 10-handed tonight, and it is just it's a whole lot of fun. We got returning players. Mr. Brad right here. He was known as the hot dog man in Midland, Texas. He sold hot dogs every Saturday and Sunday for like 20 years here. And I don't know if it was quite that long, but here we go. Cards are up, and so now we have action to go. It looks like basically the average stack is around 200, and I would say 250. We've already got some people over the $300 marker. And will you grab that door handle and let Mr. Chris in? So we're going to start off action. Flop comes out. Queen of hearts, 6 of spades, 5 of spades, and the turn card comes a 2. So we got 2 hearts, 2 spades on the board. Nobody's got the flush draws in their hand. Scott Armstrong, big winner last week in the 1-2 game. He's got pocket 4s. He likes his 3 to the gutter ball, and he's going to fire it. But Fernie has the best hand over here with a 5. I mean, that's what I see. 10-5 trumps Richards. WWCD. What would Charlie do? He's got 95, the Dolly Parton, and he is trumped by Fernie's 10-5. And not looking for a whole lot of draws here. And the champ throws out $2. He's not going to get too frisky. There's already $38 in the pot. I don't think that's going to chase a whole lot of people away. And that's exactly what it does. It goes call, call, call. Turn card's a 10.
Oh,
and the best hand folded.
Fernie.
Oh, no. The best hand I thought was King 10. But now Fernie is deep in the lead with 2 pair. But I don't see. Oh, look at this. Champ with King 7. Is that Champ? Nope, that's Fernie. Okay, I was going to say Champ is this gentleman right here. So Fernie doesn't try to hide anything he has. He says, I've got 2 pair. If you got the flush, come out and raise me. You can have the pot. But that action is yours. And so welcome to hand number 1 at KoJack's Live. I see people starting to spill in the room from YouTube, from Facebook, from, what is the other one? Twitch. So if you're just joining us in the room, type in the chat. Let me know where you're from. Let me know where you're watching. We're still searching for that elusive viewer from North Korea. That is my goal, is to get one person in here from North Korea. It's never going to happen. So that means I'm just going to have to do the live stream forever. So, Max, when did you get into town?
Oh, I've been in town a couple days.
All right, been in town a couple days. Have you been playing up here?
Oh, I just played the other night and
5 on the button?
I dumped 2K in the game. I ran so bad.
Oh, was it running bad or playing bad?
I only made 1 bad play, but
Okay.
it didn't cost a whole lot. But
I like to hear
the rest
that.
of them, I had.
River beats?
Oh God, like 4 of them. They were horrible.
Cash-
Two times with sets and.
Oh, no. Hit the set on the river?
No, I mean.
Oh, you had the set?
I had the set. I flopped the set.
Oh,
Just,
straights flushes?
yeah. Gut shots. No, just gut shots.
Gut shots?
That's how good I ran.
The old 8% outer?
Yep.
Oh, that's so
Good
dirty.
old-
Game still as salty as they were?
No, game was fine.
Game was
I
kind of
got along with everyone.
You're not making any fights, anything like that?
No.
Not that you ever
You
did
know
that.
I ever.
And
Wow,
yeah,
would I-
you're one of the subtle ones. Have you run into any good games down in the Houston area?
Always.
Always.
Every session.
One of our players ran down there. He heard of a big no limit hold'em cash game.
Oh, house game.
Yeah.
Yeah, beautiful.
And so he ran down there and he took a grip of money with him. He said, "I'm gonna bring back more, Charlie. I'm gonna bring back more." I said, "Let's do it, baby."
How'd he do?
He hadn't got back yet.
Okay,
So
we'll find out.
Here we go. Hand number 2 at KoJack's on the live stream. Will you go ahead and unlock that door? And Champ picks up ace 10 in the undergun position, and it looks like, limps it.
Pocket 4s
so
and a hijack. Good
over the-
spot to squeeze, but yeah, there you go.
I'm so glad you're in here.
Yep.
You know all the fun stuff. This is second hand, and the second time we've seen pocket 4s float around. But Champ has played all 3. This is a gentleman in the black shirt right there. His name's Skyler. He's super aggressive, so I fully expected to see him to raise it. However, Richard over in the hijack seat, he had already raised it with pocket fours. Flop comes out, queen of diamonds, 10 of diamonds, 3 of clubs. Not much help to the pocket fours, but huge help to champ. And
Absolutely.
he's going to check it.
Flop's the best hand.
He played coy. Is he possibly scared of the diamond, scared of the queen?
Yeah, I mean, being out of position in this hand, it's a tough lead there.
And that was a big laydown by ace-9 because he would have hit a pair thinking he might have been good. Check, check. And ace-9 now realizes he would have been really good.
Really good.
Basil's got his stacks up. Look at that.
Almost nutted.
Superman's trying to
Oh,
climb
I
the
love
ladder.
Basil.
Basil with a bet of fiddling from Richard. He does get the call, and Champ flips over his ace-10 before Richard even has the chance to shake his head no. And just like that, $87, $52 profit is headed over into Champ's hand. And this is what I'd like you to watch right here. I'm going to go ahead and slide this over here so that you guys can see this. You see this VPIP right here. You see Champ, he's sitting at 100%. When we end the night, Champ is going to be 70% above. He told me before tonight he's going to play every hand.
I mean, I talked to him the other night when I sat down and played, and he was bragging about it, 70% VPIP.
Yeah, he wanted a 70%.
I don't know if I'd be bragging about 70% VPIP and home.
You know, the 5 on the button game, I don't see the 70% making much go. But in the 1-2 game, the more hands you see, the better chance you have to hit those, 9-5, 10-5 types hands.
Yeah, especially in a non-aggressive game where guys are limping under the gun with ace-10 suited. It's just kind of, okay, it's going to be one of those, right?
Yes, it's going to be one of those. So we're switching dealers. The wonderful bearded ZZ Top, Mr. Chris Gwynn, who's standing behind me right now, give you a little view of the commentator. He is back here, but he is also on the table dealing. He brought his twin in tonight, but in all actualities, remember, we are 15 minutes in arrears. So he is dealing a hand that happened 15 minutes ago. And, hey, we've got new people at the table. I don't recognize the person, Tanner, sitting in seat number 10. Brand new to the table. What I like about this stream, though, is it allows a lot of people to see a different side because they can play. Then they can go back and watch how they move their hands. They can watch how, if you're trying to make a bluff, you can learn your game. Plus, you get a chance to see a few different hands. And as we look down right here, Renee looks down at King 6 suited. Andrew under the gun, raised $10. Make him holler with Ace 4 offsuit. We'll see Richard's cards in just a few minutes. He called the 10, and I like this. Tanner called the 10. Brand new to the table, brand new to the KoJack's live stream. 4-3. I'm not scared.
It's priced in with 5 other callers, so
1-2. All of a sudden, $8 to win 60.
How can you fold?
I'm in.
How can you fold?
Flop comes out.
Ooh.
King of hearts, 10 of hearts, 6 of clubs.
Ooh.
Renee flops 2 pair.
Action flop.
And Andrew flops the nut flush draw. Champ flops top pair. Not much of a kicker. Nacho picks up a pair. I don't see him. Nacho does not like to fold. We learned of that last week. So we have not seen Richard's cards yet. Andrew tosses out $20 into 80, about 1/4 pot. And Richard goes call. Renee's going to call. I would like to have seen a raise, but he's still laying in limbo. He's hoping somebody hits something, but not a heart.
So what size is Renee going for here?
So we got 4-way action.
Oh,
Lost 1.
There's a lead from Andrew. Okay, 20.
Yep.
Okay, just flat.
140 in the pot. A jack of clubs on the turn. That is no help to maybe anybody. But Andrew says, I've got the nut flush draw. I'm going to pretend that it hit. Maybe I had ace queen right there of hearts. And I'm going to throw out 25. Richard does fold the anonymous hand. And it goes call. So
and Renee just flats with
flats
2
again.
kings up there.
And that allows Champ to get into the hand.
Yep. And Champ's got a king high blocker on clubs too.
Yes, ma'am, baby.
Ooh, the nizzles. Looks like Andrew picked up Broadway. Got there the back doorway. Is he going to get paid off? Nope. $160 pot for Andrew.
Yep, and he led
Hits
with
Broadway
aggression.
on the river.
That wasn't even what he was looking for. He was looking for that heart. He was wanting to show that flush, but that bet on the river, nobody called it.
Yeah, it's unlikely. I don't know if he's even thinking on the flop. Oh, I flopped a backdoor Broadway draw too.
I mean, why would you think that when the flop comes King 10? Yeah. But just like that,
With 2 hearts.
he is automatically up $158. Richard's down 71. Renee's down 55, and then everybody else there is down skittles from what they could, you could essentially win on this table. But here we are. We're in hand number 3, and 2 players have 100. 3 players, scratch that. 3 players have 100% VPIP.
It's a good game.
So if you're joining us in the chat, we've got even more people in there. Where are you from tonight? We want to know where we're talking to. How has your week gone? What questions do you have for Charlie tonight? You didn't realize you're going to commentate for a little while. As long as you want to stay, you're welcome to.
I had no idea, but I'm enjoying myself.
It's a lot of fun. And look at this. We're going to have action this hand. 10-6 hearts, ace-6 off, jack-9 off, queen-10 off, ace-jack off. I saw an ace-king suited. It's going to be another pot. So here we go. Raised to $12 from the hijack with the ace-king. Call, call, call. And I don't see Richard going anywhere. I would like to see a raise so you can find out where you are. But Richard's going to play it a little bit conservative.
One fold.
Yep, one fold. So four-way action, $53.
No 3-bet.
No 3-bet. I want to see some 3-bets. Flop comes out. Oh, and that's it couldn't smack Tanner any harder inside. And he flops top pair, top kicker with the flush draw. Brad flops middle pair. Andrew flops a gut shot to a king. Richard flops 2-pair.
We're
going to see action.
flop.
And Tanner doesn't slow down. Look at this. It goes check, check, check. Tanner throws down 25. Action's now on Andrew, who just won the $269 in that last hand. He's going to see the king, and he's going to let it go. He's not going to play. Richard's going to have to. I would like to see Richard raise it up.
Absolutely. I think 80 is appropriate here. Good
And that's just what he's doing. He's
but what's
grabbing
his stack? Yeah, commit half your stack.
Yep.
Don't overbet. Don't jam. Just throw 80.
And Richard, and look at that all-in call. Raise to 75.
No,
Tanner goes all in.
No.
No, who went all in first?
Tanner went all in.
Okay.
First.
Yeah, Tanner.
And
So
Richard,
raise to 80. Tanner
75,
snaps it, and then all of a sudden they show their hand. They're asking how many times they would like to run it.
And what are they doing?
Turn card comes a 2 of hearts. Great for.
Ooh.
Yeah. Oh, he got there. So
They ran it twice.
maybe 3 times. We'll see. And Richard holds strong on that one, so only 2 times. So it goes choppy chop. Pull back your original bets. Richard wins the bottom pot with aces and jacks, and Tanner's ace-king suited hits it on the river, and Richard probably had a few nice words for Mr. ZZ Top. Oh, Mr. Wages. You'll be at KoJack's shortly. Can't wait to play Jack 10 off versus Basil. If you bust Basil with Jack 10, I will come running out of this room screaming. I know it's going to be 15 minutes in delay, but I will come running out this room screaming, Basil got basiled.
And you know what Basil about to say when that happens?
Poker's so sick.
Poker's sick, Holmes.
or his infamous, excuse me for cussing, but his infamous, damn it, boy. So if you don't know who Basil is, let's go, Andrew. We've already got who. If you're in the chat, I've been asking where you're from. Who are you on team for? Who are you rooting to win? You rooting for Basil, Andrew, Scott? You got to be for Team Scott. I mean, Team Scott. He was here last week, rented up pretty large. We got new players. We've got Fernie in there. We've got Renee in there. Tanner in there. Brad is a returning player, and Mr. Richard driving all the way over from Odessa. So under the gun, Al is Team Andrew. Bryce is Team Bryce. I know that. But when he's not here, he might be Team Basil. Oh, Moses is in the chat. What's going on, baby? Me and my wife said Team Basil. You hear that, Basil? Basil, just so you know, Basil goes back and watches this and studies his poker play, and he loves to have a little action in there. So Basil got some action coming from Mr. Gonzalez in there. And how's it going today, Mr. Moses? How are y'all today? So hand number 5, and it's going to be no less than thrilling. And you know, if you're calling $2 here at KoJack's, you're calling 17. And here we go again. Another 1-2 game here. Pot $72. 4-way action. 5-4, 10-8, 9-8 suited, and ace-jack.
I think 9-8 suited missed an opportunity to open there, but
yes,
whatever.
And here we go. This is why you play 9-8 suited. You look for the diamonds. We got queen of diamonds, 2 of diamonds, king of hearts. Nobody flops a. Ooh, 5-4s. Oh,
3 diamonds out there. 9-8 suited. Yeah. Scott's got a lock on it.
Yep, he's got that.
Everyone else is drawing dead.
Basil, Bryce is 100% Team Basil. You better hope he folds this ace-jack and doesn't fish for that 10 in there, because that'll be a lot of problems. The only way I could see him getting away from the 10 is if it's a 10 of diamonds, 4 to the diamonds.
Yeah, it's getting a really good price too, but with the 3 diamonds out there, you got to consider, and being out of position, you just got to consider letting it go.
And if Basil would have called that $25, Richard would have been priced in to hit that will. With a 4-5, he'd have been looking for the, or sorry, no,
yeah,
maybe it's not a will.
Maybe trip up or 2 pair up.
I was thinking he had 3-4. So Scott, Team Scott, if you're in the chat, type in Team Scott. Let us know. He is stacking up some chips there. So what we do, one of the rules we have here at KoJack's on the live stream table is no cell phones, no earphones, no iWatches. Well, if you're watching, you got to rag on Scott a little bit. He's got an iWatch on. He doesn't even know his password to unlock the watch. Okay, he said, "Dang it, boy, I'm 70 years old." And so I said, "Scott, let's grab your phone, let's unlock your watch." And what I did is I turned the signal off on his watch, and I had to set an alarm on it for 8:15 so I can turn it back on because he doesn't know how to turn the signal back on.
Bingo. That's no. I have no words for that.
You gotta love the old school guys, man. You gotta love the old school guys.
Oh, I have no words for that.
So welcome to the table, Miss Monica. And what you're doing is you're joining Miss Whitney, sitting in the back corner, way over there. Miss Whitney's doing the live stream tracker, action tracker, I think it's called. Chris is gonna shake his head at me. You see that back there, ZZ Top shaking his head. Chris is in here enjoying some of the fun. But joining me in the booth is Mr. Max, and I heard he was coming, so I had to wear the suit and tie.
Oh no.
Up here to introduce him to the live stream.
Oh no.
If you don't know who Mr. Max is, sit down at the 5 on the button table, donate some money to him. He loves to play some poker, and he flies in just to see some KoJack's action.
Bingo.
Bingo.
Ooh, Renee.
So what do you do here?
+2 picks up pocket king.
And he raises to 20. Is that too big?
Did he open for?
Oh, he raised to 18.
Okay.
I was going to say, 10x is a big raise, but at KoJack's,
Oh, it's a 1-2 game.
People see that as a chance to bust your butt.
Absolutely.
And it doesn't look like we're going to see anybody else pick up a big hand. Nacho's got the KoJack's guess his hand, and if he wins and you guess it correctly in the chat, Team Fernie from Renee over here. We got some players. So if you guess Nacho's hand, if you type it in the chat and he flips it over and you are exact, I will give you 2 free hours. Flop comes out 7-7 Jack. Almost slot machines. 7-7-7.
Nacho will have position throughout then post flop action.
So it looks like it checks around to Nacho. Renee, and Renee's going to say $33. Nacho's not going to have anything. I said earlier Nacho likes to call. That is not Nacho. That is Mr. Sonny. Sonny didn't make it to the table in time today. I think he's playing out in the outer room, but Sonny does not like to fold. He may have 6-5, 6 high. He's calling that $50 bet because he might get there on the river. I love his action because when he gets there, people look at his hand and they say, "I cannot believe you just called that. How are you going to call that?" 7-8. Frank, we almost got to see it. What's going on, Mr. Espino?
Hey, that was like me the other night when I dumped $2,000 in the game and getting run down by gutters with sets.
Oh, poker's so sick. We'll use Basil's term. Poker's so sick. Team Fernie all the way from Zapata, Texas. Is that down in the valley? Renee, you got to let me know. Is that down in the valley? Because if it is, I am a weather freak, and I like to talk about weather. And Tropical Storm Alberto just made landfall in Mexico, but it brought a heck of a lot of rain to South Texas. So I was curious, how's the weather out there if it is in the valley, South Texas?
So interesting here. We got under the gun limp with Jack 9 offsuit, and then plus 2.
Yep, Renee again.
Renee
King's
with ace
last
queen suited.
He's not going to hide his hand. He's gonna raise it up instantly. Nacho makes the call with the Basil. Andrew makes the call with the 7s. Wired 7s. Fernie makes the call. Richard is going to have to make the call at this point. It's $13 for $68. I mean, you can give me 2 blank cards and I'm going to play that. 50 miles south of Laredo, Renee.
Won't fold, ever fold.
Did y'all get much rain? So I'm going to carry on a conversation with you, Renee, and I'm going to talk about the board. Board comes out 10 of hearts, 3 of hearts, 5 of diamonds. And if you didn't know this, Max, what's my favorite hand? It is 5-3.
5-3.
The best hand in poker. If somebody would have 5-3 right here, they would have whacked it. But Renee flops the nut flush draw, and Nacho flops top pair with the Basil, and that's just about it. Andrew's looking for a whole lot of luck. There's 2 7s if they're still in the deck. A lot of on and off rain, Mr. Renee. Strong wind, strong rain all day. Well, I hope you had the stuff on your porch tied down and everything's safe. It should start tapering off tomorrow. We got some rain headed into this area. So $24 bet from Renee, and it looks like only 1 call. Mr. Nacho with the top pair.
Top pair. I like his equity with 2 overs, and there it is. Locks it up.
But it's a scare card. Like I told you earlier, 5-3 is the best hand in poker. Everybody in the chat knows it's the best hand, and that's why it's the best hand. So now Nacho's looking for 4 cards, and they're all 4 live. It's going to show the outs up in the top right of your screen. And is he leading out?
Nacho leads out with 2 pair, 10s up.
That makes it where you can't really raise with the nut flush right there.
I would have loved to see a click from Renee there, just a min click.
So what Max is talking about, oh, that's even more trouble. Because if oh my gosh, if Renee would have been playing something like ace 10 at that point right there, his 10s and 5s just got counterfeited, and Nacho's $186 in the pot, and that's a small bet for $186 in there.
Never fold with Jack 10 here. Never fold.
So here,
paying it off.
So here's going to raise, and I would like to not an all in. Raise to 80. That was such a beautiful raise. $80 into 220. And he's going to have to pay
What a
that
price.
off.
What a price.
An all in, you can fold an all in right there.
Right there, yeah.
But that was beautiful sizing. Oh my gosh. And that got him paid. And you see Nacho's face. Unfortunately for Nacho, he said, I had 2 pair, and you saw the hands. What do you do at that point?
Yep.
Oh my goodness. And biggest hand of the night, $346 in the pot. And the champ has let off. We're going to flip this over and let you see this. The champ has let off. He said, I'm going to have 70%. He's only got 57%. So we're going to have to talk some poker trash to him. He promised us 70% tonight.
Who does have the highest VPIP right now?
Richard and Andrew right now. Andrew sitting in seat number 4 has 83%. And Mr. WWCD, Richard sitting over in seat number 8 is at 85%. But look at this. Andrew with 83% VPIP, he's up $131. So we go into my philosophy. And by the way, if you're watching and you're learning poker, do not follow my philosophy. It is not good for the long run. But the more hands you see, the more money you can make.
Yeah, especially in a non-aggressive 1-2 game.
Yes,
yeah.
But so if you're watching and you're just learning the game and you're just seeing Tanner pick up the basil, the more hands you see, the more money you can make. Not you will make.
I mean, we haven't even seen a 3-bet tonight, right?
Oh, no.
Pre-flop, no. So, yeah, you should definitely see a lot of flops, especially in position.
Oh, and here we go. Nacho in the +3 calls the 7. Who raised the 7? I want to see what hand raised the 7. It's going so fast.
Yeah, I can't.
Jack 10 suited raised to the $7. Nacho calls. King 9 offsuit calls. Fernie Ace 4 offsuit. Richard, I'm
Deuce 3?
I'm team 3 deuce this one. 2 lowest cards you can have without being
Dirty
paid.
Diaper.
Yeah, is that what it's called?
The Dirty Diaper.
All right, I like to see it. 5-way action. Another $42 in the pot. Hand number 8, 1-2. Flop comes out. Queen 10-4. Queen 10-4. Renee flops top pair. Fernie flops middle pair. Tanner flops middle pair, and Nacho's got no hope of making a flush. Neither does Tanner.
And Fernie with the pair of 4s.
3 backdoor flush draws. The biggest one being a 9 high.
Yeah, this is for the given hand shown. This is a very dry board.
So here's one thing that I would love to do. I know it will never get to go, but you see all these percents. The 8 deuce has a 1% chance. Runner 8 deuce. Okay, I would love to put a board up there and multi-way action. Just list all these percentages: 18%, 4%, 38%, because then they still don't know where they are.
Right.
And and you know, if you're holding Jack 10 right here, are you saying, am I the 1%? Am I the 18%? Or am I the 38%? I wonder what that would do to poker if you could look up at the board and see 5 players active, 5 different percentages.
Oh, my God.
That would be crazy, wouldn't it?
That'd be wild.
Because here you are sitting with 8 deuce. You're like, I've got to be the 1%. I've got to fold. But then you're holding Queen 10 or Queen 5, and you're like, am I the 20%?
Who had King 9 there? He folded.
Yes, and without a doubt, a quick fold.
A quick fold, yeah.
So we're now going to be heads up, Ace 4 versus Jack 10. The Queen 5 folded.
Wow. So... Oh, wow.
And the ace
is up for Fernie.
And a devastating turn card for Tanner could be a jack, but a winner chicken dinner could be a king. So this is the first time we've seen Tanner, and he throws out, looks like 12-ish into an $88 or $76 pot.
He's asking to get jacked up here.
Yes, he's asking because this is Tanner's going to play it, or Fernie's going to play it slow. Look at this.
Oh,
just a
I don't know if I like the flat there. He does have the 4 clubs in his hand, so flush draws are less likely, I should say.
So now what do you do? So the small blind, if you're Fernie, you've got to bet it.
I think you can go like your betting thin value, maybe quarter pot here.
$100 in the pot, and it looks like 20 to 25. 20 is the bet, but that's the bad thing about that. Tanner's got 2 options. His options to fold or to raise. And look at this. Raise a snap call. Raise to 100
and a snap call by a pair of 10s.
Oh my gosh.
Well, I understand you're blocking Broadway, but come on, man. You got to sit there and think about it for a bit.
Oh, so the 10 raised to 85, and it
Ooh.
snapped by Fernie.
I missed the action there, yeah.
Yeah, it was snapped by the first-time player. So a raise to 85 by first-time player, a snap call. And did you see that? He had his chips in the pot before
The Rays even got
there.
Yeah, good for him, man.
Oh, that's either you know that you have the winning hand right there, or you've already said, I'm calling whatever they pay.
Right.
Call the floor. Look at this. Moses says, call the floor. We'll motion for ZZ Top right behind us. Chris, can you call the floor on that one? Right on top of that rose. So Basil's Towers, is Basil up or down? Basil's down $25.
Basil's VPIP is probably on the low end here.
And look at this, 37%. He's tied for the lowest at the table.
Right, yeah, that's what.
He's tied for the lowest at the table. He's down $25. Mr. Scott is tied for him in VPIP with 37%. He's up $30 because of that hand that he won earlier.
Yep.
But we've got 10 players at the table. 2, 4, 6 of them are down. Nacho's down 185 on that hand that he had to call earlier on the river with that beautiful raise, and he didn't shove all in, so he was priced into it. Scott, $2 on him, and he's going to get frisky. Mr. 38%, or I wish it was 36% VPIP. That would have worked perfectly because he's holding 6-3. But look at this. You've got 6-3 call, 7-4 call, King Deuce suited call, 7-4. There's a lot of hearts out there. 10 Queen 10 call. Brad calls 10-8. Fernie calls 9-3. Richard has to call at this point $1 with Queen Deuce, and Renee's going to check the option with the Choctaw Nuts. And here we go. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 players of the 10 players. Who folded?
God, I would have loved to see Basil open in the hijack with that hand to squeeze the limpers.
And look at this. 90 deuce. Flop comes out 9 deuce
top and
7.
bottom for Tanner.
Oh, 2 spades. Nobody's got spades. Paired in their hand.
Open ender for Brad.
That's what I'm going to start saying now. When I've got suited cards, I'm going to say I have a pair of spades.
Mm.
I'm going to start saying that. It's probably already been
that.
said. What's going on? Get around. Brown, baby, in the house. Moving on in. Moving on up to, I guess we are on the east side. No, we're on the west side. So action is $63 in the pot and a small bet of $5 by Tanner. He did this a while ago when he had a pair, and now he's got 2 pairs. Just a $5.
Look what Fernie did.
I'm looking. He raised 9-3. Oh, it'd be brutal to see a 3 on the turn.
Oh, it would.
Here we are and just so you know at home, we're not rooting for anybody. We're just rooting for the nastiest stuff to happen possible.
Like a 7.
Yeah. Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh, look at this. And I didn't even realize Brad was open ended, and he lets it go. Brad didn't like.
Did he really fold? No,
he folded it.
He did fold. Okay.
Cards went in the muck. $20 bet.
$20 in an $83 pot when he's got.
And here he would have been in trouble.
He would have had a pair and an open ender.
Yeah, he would have been in trouble. So here we go. Fernie has 9 outs listed on the top of the board, but you only see 4 of them. 4 of them highlighted. That means he has 4 outs.
I just don't understand how you fold.
No.
Fold 36% equity with when you're getting 2 to or 4 to 1 on the pot.
Look at this obsessed out west joining us in from YouTube. Me and the little one watching Monica Dill online. She's so exciting to watch her deal. I think we've got a secret crush going on there. Who knows who obsessed is? I might know, but I wish I had a whistling chat because we could. I guess that would work right there. We've got a celebrity crush going on there. Monica, we might have to tell somebody that. So if you don't know who Miss Monica is joining. The only thing wrong with her is she deals with the wrong hand. She's a left-handed dealer, and that's the best part about her. We love us some Monica in this house. She is from Costa Rica.
That's right.
And she gets to go home every once in a while. She also loves to hunt. She has discovered a new. Sounds like I'm giving an online dating bio of her. There you go, obsessed. You've got the online dating bio of her. What was that? What was that game that used to come on? USA Up All Night, the dating game or something like that. Chuck Lorre.
Oh yeah. The dating game. That's what it was called.
So if you remember the dating game, type in 222 in the chat. But you just told your age if you like the dating game. So here we go. Once again, another hand with a lot of hearts.
And a lot of limping.
Yes, I like to see the limping because a lot of people can get trapped and get in trouble.
Yeah, this is just as much as multi-way action as I get in my 5 10 PLO game.
Flop, yes. Flop comes out, king at 10-4, and Tanner gets a 70% hold. And here he is again. Flops 2-pair again and bets out just $7. It's a small pot,
Yep.
though. And that gets Renee to make the call with a pair of 10s. So I think we're going to be heads up this far end of the table over here where all the action has been tonight. And Tanner does nothing but fill up. I mean, why not just fill up?
Only the nuts.
Oh, Basil got up from the table, walked over to his phone and typed in, "It's on and popping. Let's go, baby." And Basil, we don't have his name on his chat. He wants to go by Poker Face Superman, Poker Man Superface. Look at his bandana and see what he has. And can we get his name changed, if that's possible?
It's possible, but it might not look very good on the stream.
Let's put Poker Face in there at least for him. He loves that name, and we'll do that for Basil. So a bet and a fold quickly. A pair of 10s couldn't do any good. It would have been better if that was a 4 of hearts, so the flush got there on the river. So while Monica's shuffling up, I want to give you a quick look at something that we changed. We've got the cash game tourney popping up. And if you haven't seen what this is, what it is, it's a $120 tournament. And you get $100 in chips. It pays for it. The admin pays for your time there. All the chips in play at the end of that hour are yours. Whatever's on the table, let me rephrase that. Whatever's on the table in front of you. You can't say, "Oh, Max, you got 500, it's mine." But whatever's on the table in front of you is yours. 3 levels, 1, 2, 1, 3, and 2, 5, 20 minutes of each level. Registration is open until the end of the first level. So when we make that announcement, blinds are up 1, 3, no more buying in. However, if you're here by the start of the tournament, the early bird special is we grant you 1 rebuy that you can use at any time during that tournament.
So Nacho Under the Gun opens for 17 here.
Have you seen Nacho Libre?
Oh yeah.
Have you seen
Yeah.
Nacho?
Jack Black movie.
Yeah, I love Jack Black. I went through a phase where I bought all the. So this was when FYE was still open. Bought a lot of Jack Black, and I own all of Adam Sandler films. Jack 10, no help. This should be a quick. Oh, no bet. I was going to say it should be a.
Gut shot in 2 overs. I think Ace King has to value.
I would
bet
love to
at
see
this
Tanner
point.
bet. Let's see what we learn about Tanner here.
Make sure there's no other
Actions on him.
just move it forward.
Yeah, Tanner being out of position in the hand, it's going to be hard for him to. But he does bet thin. $5 into a $35 pot. And then Tanner with the big bet on the river.
Okay, wait. Max. I'm going to run and get my food. I'll be right back.
All right, Charlie had to step out for a moment, so I'll be your host for a moment. Yeah. Tanner playing out of position on a raw bluff, not blocking anything. Yeah, Ace King really needs to see bet there with gut shot in 2 overs a little bit bigger than, All right, under the gun +1, Andrew limps with ace deuce. Basil with king deuce suited in the +2 spot. Brad king 7 suited calls. Fernie queen 3 offsuit. Can't fold, never fold. Richard 3 deuce in the hijack. Great low open here for 12. Stealing position. Looks like Tanner called, so Richard did not get the position he was looking for. Nacho calls in the blinds with ace-jack offsuit. We get a flop of 10-5-3. We got middle pair for Richard. King-high flush draw for Brad. Nothing except some backdoor weird stuff for... I didn't even see he folded. Brad lets go the king-high flush draw, folds to a bet of... I didn't even see how much was bet. Sorry, I don't do this for a living. Hurry back, Charlie. Love how Basil dropped in and said it's on popping. Let's go. Poker is sick, Holmes.
Yeah, that's good.
7-5 suited in the +2 spot for Brad. Mid position, Fernie with Jack 3 suited.
Who won the hand?
Richard in the low Jack, Queen 9 offsuit. Renee in the hijack with King 5 suited. Tanner raises in the cutoff with pocket 7s. I would like to see a bit of a bigger size here, but that's just me. You get a flop of Jack 5-4 top pair for Champ, top pair for Fernie, both with the same kicker. Oh, but
She didn't tell me that he rebought and then he had cards, but he wasn't all in,
what am I missing here?
and they ran it twice.
What's going on here? You want to take this and I can take over and you can fix something to eat?
I think I fixed it good because he went
We get a bet by Fernie and a call by Mr. Renee with a pair of 5s and backdoor diamonds. Tanner's contemplating his pocket 7s in position and lets it go. Champ calls with top pair. Brad lets his 7-5 go with backdoor spades. No longer. Renee whiffs the turn. Check through into the river. Brings in a front door straight. As in deuce 3 gets there. Chad, Champ, and Fernie both blocking deuce 3. Renee bets 28. Both Champ and Fernie call and chop the pot. I don't know about you. I don't know about you guys, but overcalling with Jack, pair of jacks and a 3 kicker is just kind of awkward. That's just me. They can't hear me out there, can they? Here goes Miss Monica chopping the pot. Professionally done.
For the spring, you sure we got a box? For you guys. Yes, we need a box for you guys. Okay. And the box.
Taking a look at VPIPs, Richard is definitely in first place with 84% VPIP. Andrew's slowly behind him, or shortly behind him, with 75%. Nacho 66. Tanner 76. And here's the action. Looks like a 7-way limp pot. The flop of Ace King 8. Tanner flops top pair, as does Renee. Oh, top and bottom pair for Renee has Tanner almost drawing dead. 4 high backdoor flush draw for Champ. Nacho Bricks. Andrew Bricks. So we will I expect us. Okay, Renee bets 13. We get a call by ace 4 Tanner. And Richard calls with middle pair a deuce, also almost drawing dead. And here's the ace. Ace is full for Renee. Puts Tanner in a really bad spot. And Richard should be able to get away from a deuce here. So we get a bet from Renee. What's the size here? Pot's 53. Bet's 22, so close to half pot. And we just get a flat by Tanner, and Richard calls drawing dead. Sorry, Richard. It's going to be really hard to overcall a bet in a call on that type of board texture on the turn. And a meaningless 7 on the river. Renee gets the check mark. And let's see him take Tanner to value 10. I can't imagine any circumstance where Richard overcalls a call by Tanner. I fully expect Tanner to pay off 45 into a $164 pot. He's getting almost 4-1. And Richard needs to let go of his hand. Tanner putting a lot of thought in there. Is he even contemplating a raise here? Tanner with the hero fold, trip aces, no kicker. Well played, sir. He might even be concerned about Richard being on him, and Richard ends up paying him off, which in this case I can hardly blame him, getting 4-1, and with no more while closing the action. So ace is full in Renee's hands, going to take it for $127 pot.
Some of those chips stacks, like you didn't champ like 500 and you look, he's got like less than 2. So I updated some of them.
Yeah, that's a really tough fold with trip aces there, getting 4-1 on the river. His saving grace might have been with one left act behind him. He was not closing the action. So Richard left act, cause for concern there, and makes the fold. Brad with the pocket sevens under the gun. We'll call 2, limps in. Not thrilled with that. And I think I see Richard in +2 spot with pocket 3s. Fernie over limps behind under the gun with Jack 9 offsuit. Richard raises to 12. Well played, sir. Renee calls right behind with Jack 8. Or, I'm sorry, yeah, Jack 8 offsuit. Oh, interesting hands. We've got Scott with pocket 6s in the hijack. Don't mind a 3-bet in that position, but he elects to call. Nacho calls in the cutoff with King Deuce suited. And did we just see a 3-bet here? We did on the button, Ace Queen offsuit. Champ decides to play a little bit more aggressively here. Raises to 30. And Andrew in the small blind flats with King 10 offsuit. Oh, it's a 4-better jam in that spot for me. Or 4-better fold, I should say. More leaning on a fold, if anything. Richard all in for 111. There's the 4-bet. Putting all the pressure on Scott with pocket 6s. Lex to fold. Nacho lets it go. Champ calls with ace, queen high. And Andrew cannot find a fold with king high. Or did he fold? It's taking a moment for the software to update here. But it looks like
So this one was probably the weird hand.
a flopped set for Richard has champ. Can't be 36% there, but no one has spades. We got Andrew with a pair of tens and quad threes for Mr. Richard.
We know that Richard isn't going to get better on the next hand.
Yep. Unless he makes a wheel, man. And there's an ace jack 10, two spades flop for ace queen. And this is definitely a guaranteed chop between Champ and Richard. Congrats, guys. Just a good little pre-flop action here.
Oh,
Charlie,
did you get a
Charlie's
pre-bet?
back. Charlie's back. Yeah, we have quad threes on the top
my
of our board
gosh.
versus.
We have
Yeah.
quads. We have quads, ladies and gentlemen. Cody Howard, Basil, get off your phone. It's the live stream. He's walking back, Cody, to get on his phone so that he can see who's talking about him. So if you're in the chat and your team Basil, type it in. Let him know. Let him know that poker is so sick.
Poker is sick. Do they run it 3 times? No, that's
No, they just ran it twice.
Okay.
And so she's chopping it all up, getting it all paid out.
And I think Andrew's action is finally catching up, but he ended up folding. It was heads up, all in, pre-flop. So
yeah, we'll have to talk to that person that's typing in the action over there. It's kind of confusing, though, when it gets to that type of action where they run it multiple times. There's multiple hands in there.
absolutely.
The big problem here was that the dealer didn't push the cards up far enough.
Oh, it didn't. Okay, so we did have a glitch in the system. So when we run it multiple times, we have to push the cards off the board so that we can read the second board. So we do have that in there. Cody, how did you like that comment I put on Facebook the other day? Yeah, actually, the other day being yesterday, where we have a dealer that works here, Lauren, and we play a bomb pot tournament, $60 bomb pot every Wednesday night. She cashes in every single one of them. I don't know how she does this. She doesn't. She's just now really starting to love poker, but she doesn't really care too much for it. And somehow she's always cashing. I'm always typing her name in there when we're making the post. And last night's bomb pot was the first time that she did not cash. And sure enough, I tossed it in the chat. I said, I'm getting back to it so I can say it exactly how I said it. I said, after all the dust settles with over $2,500 up for grabs, the final four decided on an even chop of almost $600 apiece. Note, for once, Lauren didn't make the cash. She must have been on vacation. But welcome out to KoJack's Live. What you're watching tonight is you're watching my 1-2, and I have a celebrity host in here, Mr. Max, all the way from Houston, Texas. He flew down just to do this commentary with me. Not at all. He just happened to be in here, and I talked him into coming in here. He's got poker knowledge ×3. He doesn't believe 5-3 is a good hand, so he is a profitable player. But me, on the other hand, I know 5-3 is the best hand in poker. So if you got it at the table, raise it like it's aces, or
three
pocket
betting
eights.
5-3 on the buttons.
Oh, I've done it. I've done it. Won some massive pots, and I've won more than I've lost with 5-3.
Depends on the opener and how loose he is on his opener.
So here we go. 4-way action to the flop. Flop comes out queen of spades, 5 of spades, 10 of hearts, and pocket eights was looking pretty good until Champ all of a sudden woke up with king, queen of hearts. And I walked by him a while ago, and I just ate lunch for the day. I walked by him, and I was like, dude, you promised us an 80% VPIP. And
He's sitting on 53 right now.
He just smiled. So, Champ, you got some work to do to get to that 80% VPIP. And look at this. Rich is all you can eat, and I don't even see his cards. So we're backing up action here. We're going to get Richard's hand back in there. I wonder if he has 2 spades.
No, I don't see what else it could be. Maybe King Jack, but King Jack, King Queen's blocking King Jack, not as likely.
Queen 10.
I don't see out for any calls here. But
So he has Queen 10. That is Queen 10, right? We
Mona,
got-
Monica, move your head.
Yeah, Monica. Oh, and look at this. Somebody folded pocket eights. I don't remember who that was.
Oh.
That was somebody in middle position, like Fernie, Brad. No, Fernie had ace 5. It had to be Brad or the person to Brad's right that had pocket eights. That's painful to see that. But somebody also folded a jack.
Well, it's showing champ with the check mark.
Yeah.
I don't know if I believe that yet.
No. We're gonna need to get the chip stacks right. Can you get an estimation of the chip stacks? No. Or you can see it right there. Richard won a huge one. He's got around 670, 680. All right, so we got the graphics updated and correct there, and we are moving on up. And as you see, all in, call, and all those chips. Richard, where's he at? He is down. So he rebought. Richard had to rebuy because now he's down $254, and he just won a little over 300 in that pot right there. Double checking to make sure the count is correct. And as Monica is doing that, we'll take one more look at the calendar. And as I'm showing you that calendar, that green down in the bottom, the $120 cash game is live at KoJack's. We're running 3 of them now. 3. One at 3 p.m., one at 4:30 p.m., and one at 6 p.m. 120 buy-in. Last week, the first tournament, we had 3 tables, and when the clock ticked, we still had 2 tables of action, and everybody was in the money. So everybody was in the money. We had $3,900 up for grabs out of those 2, and we've added a third one there. 6 p.m., I'm pointing to it like you can see it. Let's see. I got a point. Yeah, we've added a third one right there. 6 p.m. It is so hard to do everything in reverse. So we've got 3 p.m., 4 p.m., 4:30, and 6 p.m. 3 cash game tournaments. Get out here because they are fire. They are a lot of fun. And joining us fresh from vacation, Red Hatted Tech, poker player. So is in your experience, Max, is every dealer a good poker player? Or what is it about
Considering
dealing?
that I'm in a room with a couple dealers, I don't
Yeah,
know
you're in the-
if I
you're in the
want
room
to
with
comment on this.
I think you would probably go the opposite direction.
Yes. So
I love playing with dealers, though.
they're super aggressive, aren't they?
Yeah, oh, God, yeah.
They know the game so well. They push the action, and
Where's my boy Matt at?
yeah, pushes the action extremely. I think he went to Vegas, didn't he?
Did he?
I think he
okay.
went to Vegas. So here we are. We're all the way over on hand number 17. That's 17 for those of you that don't speak Spanish. And action has not stopped. We've got Queen 10, Ace 3, the Basil in Andrew's hand. Richard's got 85 suited, and Tanner's got the Dolly Parton offsuit. And we see a lot of limping. And look at this, poker face, Jack 3. It was raised up by the Jack 10. Basil's favorite hand just got raised. He just got raised by his favorite hand. Look at Brad.
And he's going to be jealous if it goes down to a showdown and win.
Brad's got Ace Quisha, and he just calls, no 3-bet.
No 3.
That allows Fernie to come in with 9-6 suited, Richard to come in with 8-5 suited, Tanner to come in with Queen 10 off, and Scott to come in with Queen 10.
Andy's in the small line. Great squeeze spot. And look at that top pair.
Flop comes out 9-8 ace. Skittles on the suits. Brad's in the lead with Ace 3. Champ thinks he's up there, but I'm looking around. Everybody's got a piece of it except for the Queen 10. Jack 10's got the open-ended. 9-6 pair 9s, 9-5 pair 9s, 8-5 pair 8s.
Queen 10 with the gutter.
Yeah. So everybody's officially got a piece of this. All 7 players you see on the board, everybody's got a piece of the pie. And out of the 7, 6 remain active. The 9, nope. What folded? The Ace 4 folded.
And that's the problem with not 3-betting there because you just flopped the best hand and only had 20% equity for Brad when there was everyone improved to 30 after one fold.
And yeah, and now here we are at the turn, and he's only 53% to win that hand.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's so sick.
if you play 53% every time, you're going to make money in the long run. But in the short run, you're not going to make the money.
Right. You prefer 3 ways or less.
And look at
Heads
this.
up.
He bets $12 into 200,
Oh, no.
and it's going to go call because everybody's got a small piece of it.
Oh, God. Gut shots are calling open-enders.
We're-
No one with hearts, though.
We're looking for a 9, an 8, a 5, a 6, a jack, a queen, a 10. I mean, we're looking for
God,
everything.
Give me like
Something sick.
Queen 10 of clubs or hearts in this hand, and I'm taking the pot down on the turn.
And look at this, the 5. That bet of $12 allowed the 95 to get there.
That's right. Look at Tanner with the check mark.
And Tanner's been hot. Tanner is he's been getting 2 pair a lot, and he's going to get paid off. This is going to be a big win for him.
Yeah, with a bet of so
Oh,
Brad
and
leads.
Richard, he's got 2 pair. 8-5.
Yeah.
I didn't see that.
Oh,
Oh my
God.
gosh.
Oh Lord. Let's see what over type of stuff happens here.
So Brad leads out to 17. Richard min clicks.
Yeah, there's a click.
And look at Tanner. Tanner saying, "How do I count my money?" But can you really feel too good about 2 pair right here?
Yeah, if Tanner in this case is strong enough to overcall as a flat only, I don't think a raise looks any good here for Tanner's. Not top 2 pair, not top and bottom, not aces up, just 9s up.
So what do you think, Chad? It's going to have to be quick. Is he going to raise it, or is he just going to flat it? $279 in the pot, $34 to make the call. That puts $313 in the pot, because you know he's at minimum just calling.
At minimum, just calling. And if you do raise, a click is appropriate here. I don't like it.
Because you don't see somebody with 3-4 there.
No.
You don't really see somebody with. He folded.
Although 3-4 had the right price
Yeah.
throughout the entire hands.
And look at this.
Definitely
Richard,
possible.
oh, he gets the call. And this is where Richard starts to stack it up. He's going to show 85, and Brad's going to shake his head.
And wait, who folded? 9-5.
Tanner.
Tanner folded 9-5.
Tanner folded 9-5. He's seeing right now that he folded the winner.
Yeah.
Oh, that is so sick. That's sick
So
for Mr.
sick.
Brad. I would like to have seen on the flop a bigger bet by Mr. Brad.
See Andrew showed Basil with Jack 10.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
no.
right.
Andrew showed Basil the Jack 10. Oh, that's so sick.
Well, it was problematic from the start when you're not 3-betting
Mm-hmm.
ace queen there, and you're letting 7 people see a flop.
So
You flopped a best hand with 20% equity. It's never good.
no, that's you. You're in the lead,
The
but you're
best main
behind.
hand,
But
the
you're
best main
behind.
hand with 20% equity.
That's why poker is a game
Yeah.
of technique. It's not. It's a game of skill, not a game of luck.
That's right.
Because you look at that right there. The best hand did not win.
That's right.
Best hand pre-flop set in seat number 6. Best hand after the river set in seat number 10. And the best hand, the hand that won, was actually in like 9th place out of the 7 players pre-flop.
Yeah, that's right.
So if you're in the chat, type in, where are you from tonight? We're still looking for that elusive person watching from North Korea. If you're in Pyongyang, type in the chat. We'll comp you a free annual membership if you're in the chat from Pyongyang, but you got to prove it. You got to show us the GPS location. Just kidding. That's not a real thing. But we want to see how far we reach. We've seen people watching from Alaska. We've seen people watching now from Australia. We've seen people watching from overseas. And we want to see how far this reaches. We do this for you guys. We enjoy doing it. And quick little look. What you're watching right now is you're watching KoJack's live stream. We got one egghead. Almost, you could be a secondary egghead there.
No, I'm
Look at this.
Yeah,
We still have the shape. We have the watching from Dubai.
That's right.
Moses is not in Dubai, but that would be absolutely awesome if you were. And here we go. We're just gonna flip it back to the game and just magically have 7 players in the hand, $50 in the pot, and it's still growing as we speak.
raised. Okay, so under the gun, Renee, King 9 suited, raised.
And it just goes call.
domino.
We've got 2 people with pair of spades. I like saying that. We got one
Pair of
person with a pair of
spades.
clubs. No
Pair of
no people
spades.
with wired cards though.
No. You got a lot of rags though.
4-8-9 coming on the flop. 4-8-9, King 9, and 10-4 are really the only people with a lot to invest any further in this hand. $49 in the pot. Brad's got Queen 6, and I'm looking around. Tanner calls the $10 that was bet by Renee. It's going to be heads up at the end of this.
Yeah.
Fernie says nope. I'm calling 10-5. You got to have those 2 cards to make a straight. One of those 2 cards you have to have.
That's right. Good old tip.
I'd like to see a 6 or
I
a
just
7.
want to point out that Champ never saw a flop here with 7-way action.
Nope. And look at this. Renee picks up the
Nut
flush. And that is the nuts. Yeah.
And the pair of
This is why I like to have you in here, because you can actually see the stuff that I cannot see. And here we go. We've got a bet of 18 by Renee. And Tanner snaps that with 10-4. He's not a believer. No Roger that, good buddy.
Fernie drawing dead wisely lets it go.
Yep, and the check mark goes to Renee. I'd like to see a bet and then a huge raise right here.
Oh, that'd be beautiful.
because you can't really represent anything except for a busted flush draw, but you wouldn't be calling on the flop. for
Problem
the
is
clubs.
Tanner's not blocking anything. I don't know how good his hand is to turn into a bluff here, and wisely makes a fold.
I think Tanner might be a poker player.
Yeah.
Because that. So let's go back to that last hand. Let's talk about that last hand. He folded 9-5. He played to get to the river to
That's
make two
right.
pair, and he still folded it.
Yeah.
To be a winning
With
poker
a bet
player.
and a raise.
Yes.
Yeah.
To be a winning poker player, you have to be able to fold the winning hand.
You have to be able to, you can't overfold. You can't overfold, and you can't call too little. You can't call too much, obviously.
So what you're saying? Have you seen that movie? Oh, what's the movie with Jason? Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Oh God.
Forgetting Sarah Marshall. You know when he's surfing, yeah, you're doing too much. Do less. Do less. And so
Right,
you're not
yeah,
doing
yeah,
enough.
yeah.
You're not
All
doing
the
enough.
time, yeah.
You can't call too little, but you can't call too much. Forgetting Sarah Marshall. See, I usually have to ask the chat, what movie am I thinking of? Because I have a terrible memory when it comes to movies. Seen them all 100 times, but I just can't remember them. And they usually throw it in there, usually in seconds. So here we go. We've got towers starting to be built on this end of the table. Mr. Richard sitting in seat number 8 in the extremely colorful shirt. He said,
That's
I
right.
want to wear this shirt so that nobody pays attention to my VPIP. And let's go ahead and throw this over here. And Richard's VPIP is at 83%. He's leading the table. So if you didn't know that he's got an 83% VPIP, that's because you're focused on that beautiful button-down Hawaiian shirt right there. We love it.
Hey, when you were gone, I did mention his VPIP. Look at
did you?
this. Look at this. 9 ways. No, is this a family? Yeah.
Oh, no, raised to 17 by Renee with that Queen Jack suited. Renee's been picking up some raisable hands.
Yeah. In the big blind. Good spot to squeeze.
Tanner makes the call with 7-3 off, and he's become notorious for the 9-5, the 7-3, the 10-6.
Immediately following Renee's raise with 7 people left to act flats with 7 high. What a game.
It's a lot of fun, isn't it? Man, this game is crazy. If you're looking for action, KoJack's has it tonight.
What a game.
Look at this. 7-way action, 1-2, $123 in the pot. Where else can you see it? Look at this. Everybody's helping Tech out. They're like, here, let me slide some of these chips in for you.
Tanner with 7 people left to act. Can't fold, never fold.
Oh, man, that's the shirt we should make. Can't fold, never fold. We can make a Goonie style shirt.
Can't
Never
fold,
say
won't
fold.
fold, yeah.
Never say fold.
Yeah.
7-way action to the flop. Flop comes out 9-3-5. Almost smacks Tanner in the face. He does pick up a pair of 3s. Richard picks up a pair of 5s. Nacho picks up a pair of 9s. And the initial raiser is going to c-bet here, but he flopped squadoosh.
Right. Out of position there, it's got to be 90% of the time frequency check here.
And look at this.
Can't c-bet
He's
here.
setting 90% non-equity in this hand.
Yeah.
He's got 10%.
Yeah, ironic, right?
Yes, that was a. And look at this. Tanner says, I call.
Yeah, pair of 3s.
I call $22 into
Bottom,
a
bottom pair with 5 people left to act, I call.
Okay, never say fold, and then we need to make another shirt that says I ain't scared.
Yeah, I ain't scared.
I ain't scared.
Give that one to Chuck.
And Champ has diamonds, so Champ's for sure making the call.
Oh, I didn't see that. Yeah.
Richard says, hey, I've got a pair of 5s with a deuce kicker. I'm going to make the call. 22 for $233.
Beautiful spot for Champ to raise here, especially after Tanner calls here.
Look at that.
But no.
5-way action. $233 in the pot. And Richard says, here, Richard goes. And look at this. The initial raiser and the C-better. He is still firing away with Queen Jack. Now, if you're
That's
Richard,
right.
what do you say? Oh, by the way, what's the best hand in poker? 5-3?
5-3.
Oh, yes. You'll see that multiple times. Look at this, Moses. Tanner, what are you doing?
God.
Hey, but good news, Moses. Tanner did let this one go, and Richard's going to play coy.
$30 and a $260.
Oh, no, look at this.
$290
He is now double fisting it.
He is.
I can see Champ. Champ's only got $99 left. I can see Champ making this call.
Yeah, with 99 left into 500, you're never folding.
Oh, he folded.
Can't fold, never fold. What?
He folded.
Mr. VPIP himself.
All right, if you're-
I'm
if you're-
80% VPIP. Why are you playing Queen 6 suited if you're not calling 99?
That's the time that you want it. I wish, you know how the WSOP has the rabbit cam? 5-1, I know.
4-1.
4-1.
Yeah.
Oh, because you got to take $99 away from that. But we need to become cool like the WSOP, and we need to put a rabbit cam. And
5-1.
if you can't look at me, what I'm doing right here, oh, wrong screen. I'm leaning back. Chris, can we make a rabbit cam happen?
So I don't know what the rabbit cam is.
It shows the card that maybe would come, or that would have come.
Yeah, like the term rabbit hunting.
Right.
Same thing. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I do believe that there may be an option to run it once at the very end of the hand.
So he said the greatest thing in the world. And if you're in the chat, what's the greatest quote off the movie Dumb and Dumber? Yes, Richard's a loved one. So you're saying there's a chance.
So you're saying.
What's my chances? 1 in a million. And then he just smiles with that goofy smile. So you're saying
saying
there's a chance. And yes, Richard, Moses, I've watched Richard play since day one. And I know he was a player long before day one here at KoJack's. But his game has increasingly gone up on levels. And you know, granted right now he's got an 84% VPIP. He is well, no, we don't know what his VPIP is because of that beautiful shirt. But he's playing a lot of hands. And here we go. Is he in this hand? Oh, he's got cards.
He's on the button, so yeah.
Oh, here we go. What do you have? What do you have? Oh, we hadn't read him yet. He's got too many chips on his razor.
Mystery hand.
He's got too many chips out there to know.
What's his range? 100% range, right?
I mean, you've seen him call with 2-3 already.
Yes, he did call it 2-3.
Out of position too.
Hey, Miss Britt, come here. Come here. I want to show you something. I want to show you this right here. So this is our live stream, and we're right in the middle of a hand, but we're gonna show something. So this is the screen right here, and I just wanted to get you there so I could show you right there. Welcome back to the team, Miss Britt. She has graciously joined us back on the team. If you don't know her, she's the person that I think I beat you in a race one time, didn't I?
Only because someone pulled out.
So she's using the excuse that a car backed out and she had to swerve for that car. But we all know the truth here. So welcome back to KoJack's, Miss Britt. Thanks for coming back and helping us out.
Absolutely.
And here we go. Flop comes out 8-9 Jack, turn card Jack, river card 8. And nobody looks to have a whole lot of interest in this. We still haven't got a hold of Richard's cards. I don't think he knows that he has it, but he's got pocket 10s. 8, 9, 10 Jack. He's got a 4-card straight, but he also has 2 pairs, Jacks and 10.
He had the best hand?
Yep, so we're going to have to get his chip count right
Small
again.
pot.
All right.
Yeah.
And he didn't even get to finish stacking his chips before he won more
That's
chips.
right. He's running.
That's when you run good.
He's running good.
Hey, that was a clever name for that poker company, Run Good.
Yeah, running good.
What's up, Hector? Let me flip this around and say hello. And joining me in the booth over here, Mr. Max. He wasn't even expecting to. I made that phone call about 3:30 this afternoon. He hopped on his private jet. He flew out to Midland, Texas, and he's joining me in the commentating booth. He is. If you've never met Mr. Max, he is a lot of fun. And Hector's already saying, "What's up, Mr. Max?"
What's up, Hector?
So yeah, it's a lot of fun. We have a good time up here. I heard he was coming in, so I had to wear the dress up, and he's got the poker knowledge. I've got the dad jokes, so we make a good combination in here.
Charlie's got this superior poker knowledge.
And we are even going to crown him the honorary egghead for the day.
I like that.
All right, honorary egghead. And if I grew mine out, I would have. No, you got more than me because my hairline stops a little lower. I just wish it would all go away. So here we are, hand 21, 10-6 suited playing, ace-3 suited raising. Let's keep looking around. 5-4 suited calling. King 7 suited, run hot, Mr. Richard. Beautiful shirt, Richard. King 7 calling. Queen 10 off, Mr. Golfer over here. Scott plays in the Sunday cash game up at Hogan Park, and I played in it once, but I had to pay too much, so I can't play anymore in it.
God, how hot Richard's running.
Look at this. Look at this.
Flops them all day.
Flops, trips, easy game.
Not quite dead, but they're
Okay,
practically dead.
so you're waiting for
flush draw with it.
So he flops trips, turns a flush draw. So here's the key to poker. And he might get paid off with that. He won't get paid off on a big bet, but Champ's going to lead out to 15. It's going to get raised, and it's going to get folded. It's going to go fold Fernie. Fold, and Richard saying, how can I increase my stack? Let's make it 50. Let's act like I don't care. Focus on my shirt and not on my bet. And Champ
may pay him off. He may pay him off.
He folded, getting 4-1 a while ago.
Yeah, they were right. You're right.
Yeah, so Champ does elect to fold this one. So here's the key to poker. I'm going to turn this around so you can see me. Here's the key to poker. You wear a bright shirt, and you get your VPIP up around 80%, and guaranteed at KoJack's you're going to win. Richard's like cha-ching. Moses has it correct right there. He's like cha-ching. That's all you do. You wear an awesome color shirt, and you can see just the sleeve. Uh-oh. Mr. Brad's got a pretty BA shirt also.
Yeah, look at that. Yeah, he's trying to.
Brad's down $150. Now that we've noticed his shirt on the live stream, it is guaranteed to flip around, and Brad's going to be doing the same thing right there. He's going to be running that cash register up. Already hand number 21.
And look at Basil's VPIP. Where's
Where-
Basil's VPIP? Poker face?
Oh, we just reset his chip stack. Yeah, we just reset
it might
his
as
chip
well
stack.
be 0%.
It
so.
was
It might-
38%. And so that you know, Basil builds up a very good image. If he
Yeah, he
if he's
does.
betting, you better get your butt out of the pot.
Yeah, he does.
And he could use that in his advantage if he
Yeah,
if he
for-
played it more.
Turn up his bluff
Yes.
frequency a bit in position.
Yes,
That's right.
That's all he would have
Yeah.
to do is just turn it up a little bit. So here we go. The KoJack's infamous 1-2 table, 6-handed. And look at Brad. Look at Brad. What Brad's got.
Oh,
And
he's
he just
got
called.
The bullets. The
He just
American
called.
Airlines. What's his stack? His stack size on he's short stack.
Where's he at?
114.
Oh, I can't see it yet.
He's got 114.
He's just looking for somebody to raise so he can show.
Yeah, that's a good play in the mid position there. But considering how non-aggressive this game is, oh, it did get raised. Who raised?
No.
actually? Yeah, King 10 Andrew.
Oh yeah, raised to 7. He calls.
He just calls and
So you've got to say aces are very well hidden right now.
right. Yeah, they're so under rep, but I don't care how under rep you are. 9 ways to flop. Come on, look at his equity. Oh yeah, it's a
50
coin flip with everyone else.
10-4
flip.
now has a pair of fours.
Yeah, King 10 has a pair.
King
top
7.
pair.
Jack 10's not going anywhere with a queen, especially with a. So Andrew leads out with a King 10. Poker face makes the call. Oh, he's got his hand.
That's
Basil's got the
right.
Jack 10. That's why he's
That's
still playing.
right.
He's looking for that queen. I wish we had our mics set up because if that queen hits, that table's going to get
God,
loud.
I hope that damn
He
queen
comes out there.
Come on. Let's go. No.
Nobody has a 9.
Aces up for Brad is pretty much going to lock.
What movie is that off
Almost
of?
lock it up here.
Aces up, Mike. What movie?
Aces up, Mike. Oh God.
All right. Max doesn't know it. Type it in the chat.
What
if you
is
know
it? What is it?
Aces up. Aces up. It'll come across the chat because every poker player in this room knows that movie. So here we are. 3-way action. $25 bet.
rounders, right?
Yes, it is 100% rounders.
Aces up, Mike. Yes. I did say rounders.
Yes,
Yeah.
you did. And look at this. Brad is in the lead unless a king hits.
Yeah.
Oh, good card for Brad would be a
Champ and Andrew are almost dead here. Now they are dead. It's official. Aces up is very strong. 3 ways.
So
here.
look at this. Brad only had $74 left and he ships it.
Good for him.
Nobody-
He'll
nobody
get paid
sees aces
off.
right there.
Andrew's paying him off. I don't know if Champ pays him off. I don't think Champ pays
Champ's
him
got
off.
$17.
Oh, does he? Yeah. Stick your 17.
Nope,
in
his
there.
chip stack is wrong.
Is it?
Yeah, he's got,
Okay.
it looks like around 117.
Okay.
He
fold
must
it.
have added on for 100.
Yeah.
And everybody folds around to the very under repped, highly disguised aces.
Yeah, that's correct.
I like it, but I hate it.
I
That's
see
how I
how,
lose
yeah.
all my money. It's aces
Well, you like
full.
the resolve.
Oh,
It's
okay.
aces full.
All right, so we're gonna get this right here for Charlie and Max.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So that laughing right there is quickly followed up by a. It's not aces up, Mike. It's, I don't believe you have the flush, and he pushes all in, and he goes,
Aces full.
"You're right, Mikey. I don't have the flush. Aces, full,
Aces
Mike."
full, Mike.
Is that better, Mr. Obsessed? Is that closer to the movie quote? Oh, and who in the chat was a Game of Thrones fan? And type in the chat if you're a Game of Thrones fan, and
Not
type in
me.
the chat. Oh, all right, you got to go. Just kidding.
So you got to go.
You ain't got to go, but you got to get the heck out of here.
Yeah.
No, I waited 2 years for it, almost 3 years, but House of Dragons is back,
Mm.
and it airs. Yep. See, Moses knows what we're talking about. We're part of the Cool Kids Club, but House
I
of
put
Dragons.
Moses on soap opera watching.
Oh, you put him on Days of Our Lives?
Spanish soap opera.
Oh, my goodness.
Univision or something.
Hector, you are dang right, because did y'all watch the episode Sunday night on HBO Max or HBO Go, whatever they call it now? I watched it and then I rewatched it, and I think there's going to be some big fighting in here. So here we go. Hand number 23. Already $60 in the pot. I mean, why not? Let's go 5-way action. Raise to 12. Call, 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 call.
I like the raise with the wheel ace suited.
Yep.
Scott's with his queen eye spades is dominated until he flops flop pair.
Scott's got the lead, 60%. But you notice the only. Oh, I was looking. I couldn't see their
Yeah,
percentages.
whiff for
Nobody's
everyone else.
dead. Nobody's dead. Nacho might as well be with a 1%. And that's why he chunks his
Right.
cards. Check me out in Landman.
In about 10 minutes, there's going to be a hand where it says
Look at this. Champ picks up the king high flush draw with a pair of fives. Equity significantly improves. He's got 30% of it. Yeah, Champ picked up the king high flush draw with a pair. I like his equity there
And
against
Andrew's pretty good. I
Yeah.
mean, he makes a big fold right there. Champ's got 14 outs, but it looks like 8 of them are dead.
Yeah, board pairs of 4.
So here's the question: can Scott be bluffed off this? There's $160 in the pot.
No, it's irrelevant. Check. I think so. Possibly.
I'm looking it up right now, Hector. Possibly what?
Possibly Champ could have repped a 4 and made a big bet.
I'm looking. Hey, what, Hector? What streaming station? Isn't it crazy? What channel did we used to say it was on? Now we have to ask what streaming station. I'm looking.
Twitch?
Right?
I don't know.
Landman.
Yeah, Hulu. I don't know all this.
Oh, it's brand new. It's only one season.
Mm.
What is it? What is it? Paramount Plus. Well, good deal that I have Paramount Plus. Let me add this to my library. All right, I got it. Okay, on a scale of 1 to 10. So let me tell you, Hector, what I like. Poker Face Superman picks up the
His hand.
Jack 10, but I like Lost. These are ones that I can watch anytime they come on. Raises to 11. Oh,
I like it.
Followed by.
Oh,
Oh, my gosh!
no.
Hey! Look at this, everybody! Look at this! I don't even know what button to
no.
push. We've got Jack 10 versus
There
Jack
was
10
another.
versus
Look.
Jack 10.
Oh,
Yes, we've got
Richard.
3 Jack 10s.
Oh, my. I'd love to see Richard 3-bet here, but it's not going to happen.
So I don't think there's going to be a Jack or a 10 on this flop. But what I would really like to see is
Broadway.
Ace, King, Queen.
Yeah. 2 spades on the flop, 2 clubs on the turn.
Oh my gosh! Club, spade, club.
Yeah.
Look at this: Jack 10 versus Jack 10 versus Jack 10. And the flop. Oh. So the 2 kings actually have to make them feel better. Because
Well,
that's even
4
less of a
ways, you
chance.
can't feel great. 4 ways.
And look at Basil.
especially out of position.
Look at Basil.
I like the lead, the C-bet from Basil. Catches a piece. Richard's never folding. Fernie may let this go. He's kind of squeezed in between.
Richard's got the great wall of KoJack's built. He let go
Yes.
of Jack 10.
Yeah, he's
I don't
squeezed
hate
in
it.
between. No, I don't hate it either. He's got 2 people left to act.
So Richard may raise.
Yeah, it could be a good play, but I doubt he's raising. He's just flat.
Joey Gonzalez says, poker's so sick. Poker Face Superman's got the Jack 10 versus the Jack 10 of Richard.
Yeah.
Oh, and look at this. Now Poker Face is free rolling.
Oh, my God. Yeah.
Superman's free rolling. He's got
Yeah.
the only heart. And he's got the
That's
third
right.
highest heart. Ace Queen above him.
I love the bet there. 25. Well, actually, I like a little more. I
But
like
here's where
1/3 at
Basil's
least.
image may hurt him. Is they know Richard knows he's
Value
probably,
betting. Yeah. Ooh. The
It
flush
just got
hit.
prettier. I wish we could keep the camera on Basil. There's a bet of 40 or 30. 30. And is Richard going to pay him off? Probably not.
30
because of the
into
fourth heart.
160. It looks super blocker, but he folds.
Oh, I wish we could flip the camera back. Look at this. Basil's laying it down on the KoJack's emblem right there. He's letting everyone know I've got my hand, and there it is. Basil won with his hand. And look at his mask. The mask that he designed for today.
Yeah.
He wrote Poker Face Superman on it. Thank you for putting that on there, by the way.
That's amazing.
Yes, we need to put at Poker Face Superman so everybody knows where to find him on what is that one app? TikTok. I couldn't think of it. TikTok.
Poker is sick.
Poker's so sick. So for the first time on the live stream, we get to see Basil win with his favorite hand. And look at this. Brad picked up pocket aces 2 hands ago, and now he's got wired 9s. All right, chat. What is the nicknames for wired 9s? Do you know any?
I know Phil Hellmuth won one with that.
Oh, and look at this. Fish hooks right behind it, Scott. Scott
Oh,
says,
he's got the
Scott
pocket
says-
jiggities.
he says, screw your nines. I got
He's got the
jacks."
double J.
And Richard picks up back-to-back Jack 10s.
Oh, no. 3-bet. I like the 3-bet from Scott. And
Andrew
the
picks up
hijack.
pocket 7s. Oh, let the flop come Jack 7-9.
Mm.
Ooh.
Pocket 7s for Andrew, man.
And is Tanner's going to make he's going to fish along. He's the one he's got the only overcard of them.
Wow. He's pretty priced in.
Look at this. Pocket Jacks, 49%. King 6,
Yeah.
21%.
That's right.
That's why you play these crazy hands, ladies and gentlemen. Take it from Charlie's Poker 101. 5-3 is the best hand in poker. Flop comes out, Queen of Diamonds, 10 of Diamonds, 5 of Clubs. Richard's going to get in a lot more trouble than he thinks right there. Andrew's going to be able to get away with the 7s with the 2 overcards. Scott's not going anywhere. And if this,
Ooh, here's the king.
now neither Richard or Scott's going anywhere. And
Right.
Tanner's in the lead. That 18% turned into 68%. Oh, and Tanner says, I'm going to bet it like I got it. Here we go. That looks like $55. All in. 55.
Well, Tanner does have it at the moment.
Scott's going to have to make the call. He's up $56. This is almost all of his proceeds right now. His proceeds. All proceeds do go to the player who wins the hand at KoJack's.
Nope.
And now Andrew's going to have to fold. Scott's going to make the call. I don't think he folds right here. 155 in the pot. 55 more makes 210.
And if Scott calls, Richard's priced in, especially with his big stack. He's never folding here.
So Scott's getting 3-1 on his money right now.
Yeah,
Richard's going to be getting 4-1 on his money.
that's right.
Andrew would be dead to a 7, and he's got to think somebody could possibly have ace jack
Yeah.
jack 9.
And Andrew could be dead already, so.
I wonder if Richard raises right here.
Mm,
He's got the chips to do it.
he does. Scott's got 311, so deep enough for
God, Richard's
sure.
got a tower. Look at all those chips in front of him. 1,
Yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm over here counting when I have a reading. 706. I could have just looked right there. I'm trying to count his chips, but I could have looked in the bottom left hand of his name.
Richard's balling with that 80% VPIP, folks.
And that, oh no, you don't know what his VPIP is. We don't know that it's 80%
Oh.
because of that beautiful shirt.
That beautiful shirt.
When he walked in, he goes, Charlie, what do you think? And I knew he was talking about his shirt. And I said, man, I really like your glasses. And he goes, no, the shirt. Did he raise? Nope. He just,
Looked like he flatted.
yep.
It's fine.
10 red, 5 white makes $55. And a 5 on the river. Tanner gets the check mark. But what can happen on the outside? Scott's going to be second to act. Richard's first. He checks.
I'd see this going check for sure. Scott's got showdown value with 2 pair of jacks and 5.
Look at him. Look down at his chips. Look at him.
Scott cannot win the main pot, so any bet here is kind of futile. I mean, you're only getting called by better. And he does have showdown value, so I don't see him betting. But I've been wrong before.
Oh, he checked.
Yeah.
He checked. He's going to show his pocket jacks. Why wouldn't you show those bad boys off?
Yeah.
Two-
No,
two
no
red
side
jacks?
pot. No side pot, though. So
So in those spots when you're playing, do you like to create a side pot so you can essentially win back some of the money you may lose in the main pot?
I definitely will if I have the right cards
Like
or
with jacks right
equity, and if we're SPRs at a point where I can bluff the river.
All right, here's a question for those of them that are in the chat. What is SPR?
Senor Romero.
So what exactly is the SPR?
Stack to pot ratio.
Okay, so that's what you're holding as opposed to what's inside
To
the
the effective stack versus the pot size, and it's really critical in points where just about all decision tree making in poker, stack to pot ratio matters.
Oh, I'd love to see somebody hit the table and knock Richard's stack over because he's building the wall. That's my favorite thing to do to people is knock their stacks over. That's probably why nobody likes me. So here we go. Queen 7, call. Queen 5, 100% call.
Yeah, Renee with a pretty
Richard folded.
the hell out of here.
Richard's got 80% VPIP, ladies and gentlemen. It's about to go down to 79. 7-5 does make the call. Nacho makes the call with Ace Quisha. I would like
in
to.
a limp pot. Wow. And Nacho's in the hijack, which
I would
is
like to have seen that. That's right, one before the button.
2, but
Or 2.
yeah, close enough.
What is the
Cut off.
Yes.
Yeah.
And does anybody have Queen Jack? Nobody has Queen Jack.
Oh,
So King of Diamonds, 9 of Hearts, 10 of Hearts. That's golden for Andrew. He's going to lead out with 7. That seems to be his
Yeah.
magical bet.
gutter and a flush draw for Andrew.
Oh, just kidding.
That's 125.
Oh no, that's
No, that
impossible.
can't be right.
Yeah, that's impossible.
Yeah, let's bet
Because that would
80x.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's just
He
go
says
for
nobody's drawing out on me.
80x
So
or
I,
60x size here.
so I do believe this was the hand that we had a misclick on because I don't think the bet was $125. It more like $12. So it looked like when we were clicking 12, we accidentally typed in.
But we've been wrong before.
No, it was 12. I saw the chips out
Oh,
there.
yeah, I know.
It wasn't 125.
I know.
And so that's where we got a little off while ago.
Nacho continued with the gutter, so did Fernie.
I like Nacho's gutter better.
Oh, Fernie. Yeah, well, Yeah.
Oh, coming into the booth right here. And so a 4 on the river does give Nacho the check.
breaks out. So
Come around here, Lauren. So
small
not-
pot bluff. You
Come on-
once
come
once
on around
upon a
here.
time, Charlie, you told me you love to bluff small pots whenever you can.
Oh, I bluff small
Yeah.
pot anytime.
Yeah.
So joining us in the booth, let's flip on the right one, Miss Lauren. Miss Lauren has turned me on to this weird Starbucks drink that is.
Didn't give me
actually-
one.
I'm ashamed to say it. It is
Oh.
absolutely amazing. But Lauren, I have a question for you. What happened in the bomb pot tournament last night? Were you on vacation?
I was not.
Oh, so she admits.
Oh.
Yes, Francisco, we do.
First time.
What's that?
I rebought twice for the first time.
You rebought. So just so y'all know, all those previous bomb pot tournaments that she's cashed in and won, she's only been in for one buy-in. Now she's officially in the hole for the week, but in the winner circle long term.
That's for sure.
Thank you.
Remember, bomb pots. Make sure you have solid equity on both boards. Don't jam.
Every hand I lost, I did.
Okay.
Unfortunately,
That's all you gotta do.
just the way it was. I have a straw for you. I'll grab it.
All right, here we go. Hand number 27, and we're gonna have no less. Oh my gosh, look at Champ.
Oh, look at Champ. Mr. M will have 80% of VPIP picks up the Rockets. That's a good size, 10x right there, 11x.
$22. I like it.
Oh, look at, oh no, this is not
Oh.
good. This,
All right. Here we're gonna put this in here.
Yeah, but you never know. I mean, Nacho's got one of his queens too.
What's Richard jumping in with? Richard's jumping in the water with 9-8 of clubs. Scott's got
God.
4 deuce suited. So at this point right here, if it got back around to me and I'm in the +3 and it's $20 to call with 4 deuce suited and there is $137 in the pot, my money's going in.
And crazy Basil on the button just flats pocket queens there.
He
That's
underrepped his
just-
hand, which
oh.
Champ did not underrep his hand. Basil underrepped his hand, and now he may get. Look at this. Oh. All right, so all in for 27. Nacho's all in for the remaining $27 of his.
Yeah.
And so no, it's
Short
not open.
stack.
It's not open now.
Nope, it is not. Can only call 5, but
And that allows
man.
10-3 suited to get in there. So Richard's flush draw is dominated by the 10-3 flush.
And what's Basil stack 347? And what's
Champ's got
at
232.
Okay, so Basil stands to lose a.
I'd love to see a small flop like deuce 4, because that would give him 2 pairs, a set, and then over pairs.
God, I don't know if there's another 4 out there, but we'll see. Ooh,
That's what you
gutter
asked for.
or open ender for Scott
And then Fernie's got a gutter.
and
Richard's got a gut shot.
Basil's in trouble with the overpair there.
And Richard's got a gut shot to the 6.
That's right.
Ugh.
Backdoor clubs. Backdoor diamonds for Renee. I can't see Renee continuing here.
So what do you do at this point right here? Action's over here on Fernie. We hadn't even got back to Champ or Poker Face. What happens if Fernie bets and then Scott over in seat 1 raises all in? What do you do with aces and queens at that point? You got to fold them.
That would be at least that would be Basil's saving grace there.
Look at this.
If the action
Richard
goes
grabbed
like
a
that.
handful of chips.
Oh my God.
Richard bets $75. Holy crap, ladies and gentlemen.
Where's Richard's hand? Oh, 9-8.
Yeah, he's guttered to a
with the
6 or running close.
Gutter and 2 overs. You know, he's definitely overvaluing. He's overvaluing his equity there. Although he does have a little bit. So
Scott
this
makes
is
the call. Scott's going to make the call.
Yeah, and this is where Basil has a chance to get away.
Because you know what's going to happen when it gets over to Champ. He's going to shove.
That's right.
And Basil can legitimately fold. And he's a good enough player, ABC. Oh, my goodness.
Although in Champ spot, I could see just flattening here and evaluating action on the turn as well. You have position in the hand. Flattening here is fine. Especially with position, and although jamming here would save Basil.
Oh, he lets it go.
Oh, he lets it go.
And there's the all-in.
Wow. Wait, who let it go? Not Champ.
No, the 2-4 is gone.
Oh, the 2-4. Oh, Scott folded. Okay, I get it. Yeah, Scott actually played very well. I don't know what Scott's stack size was there, but if he had a deep enough stack, he probably made the right
284.
decision. Yeah, so you don't want to get jammed on with the open ender and get squeezed like that. It's just obviously hindsight's 2020,
So
but the fold there's not bad.
Joey G's got Nacho with King Queen. Oh, Basil's going to be so upset if he folds the queens here and the queen comes on the turn.
I could see Basil getting away. He's definitely putting in some good thought here to this and trying to replay the hand.
I think there's a 0% chance Basil calls right here. Look at the champ staring him down though.
Yeah.
Look at Basil looking back.
And Basil's like, no, this guy's not 70% VPIP tonight. He's
Champ's playing to win.
Yeah.
Champ has, I can't see what his VPIP is, but
it's got to be less than 50 in my opinion from just what I've been watching.
Basil moves Superman. That usually means a call.
But we'll see. Let's see if he can get away from it.
I think he folds. A G to a G. So look at him.
Look at this.
He's trying to talk himself into it.
Yeah.
What do you think, chat? What's Basil going to do?
I want to know what Moses thinks here. Oh, lets it go.
All right, that's the KoJack's fold of the night right there. Now what does Fernie do?
Poker is sick, Basil.
Poker's so sick.
So sick.
So Fernie has to fold. And I think Richard has to fold also. Which is best case scenario for Nacho. Go up against one pair. He can go runner king king, runner king queen.
But do you really see Richard folding here? With his big stack and his loose play.
Richard's only up $137 right now.
Gut shot 2 overs. Or in his mind, 2 overs. Obviously, his 2 overs are practically dead right now. I don't see how the 4s call here. Especially when you're trapped between
big stack and a big hand.
And yeah. You got a gut shot. You got a gutter. You're dead to a gutter because the 6 makes 9-8 a bigger straight. So good fold, sir.
That smells like a set. You know that?
Yeah.
That bet?
It does.
It smells like you did a little set mining with pocket 5s, pocket 3s, or you played the best hand in poker, 5-3, and you're dominant.
Sorry, you can have your 5-3, and you can have your 5-3. I'll have 4-6 here, and you'll just hit your 4-outer on me and call it a day.
Yes, just call it a day. I don't think there's any way Richard can make this call.
I agree, except for how loose Richard's been playing. But you're right; he probably does get away from it.
He could say, "Hey, I'm feeling it on the shirt, and the shirt's telling me to call, and I'm going to make this call." He's trying to talk himself into it.
Yeah. He makes the call, folks.
No, he didn't.
He makes a call. He threw the chip in. How many times they running it? So
Richard will always run it multiple times.
Richard with the gutter and the backdoor clubs. I didn't see many clubs out there, so his backdoor clubs looks pretty live.
Tanner had 10-3 of clubs.
Okay.
So here we go. Queen on the turn. That's good for Nacho. Oh, that's terrible for Basil.
Yeah.
And a 10 on the river. That's no good. That is Champ's hand.
Basil's crying right now. One outer.
He didn't push him up far enough. There we go.
Basil's crying right now.
Turn card 6.
Oh,
There's the
9-8
fours.
hits. Has
Oh.
aces drawing dead, sir. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. So it looks like a chop for the side pot, and the main pot, Mr. Nacho.
They chopped for $27.
I want to zoom in on Basil's face right there. I know it's further along in the game.
Yeah, I'm trying to see. I don't even think he realized it.
Good jam by Champ though. There put a lot of pressure on Basil. Although you want queens to call there when you have aces every single time.
So Champ is up to a 57% VPIP now.
Hmm.
Moving on up.
He just won half of a decent pot, so
Basil would have cleaned some house there if he'd have made one more call.
right.
But he can't call $232 right there.
Yeah, you got the overpaired queens, but based on the action, it's going to be very difficult. I think where Basil could have played better
On the
was
button.
pre-flop.
From the button.
Pre-flop, he needs a 3-bet queens like with almost 100%
Because
frequency there.
then he actually he represents his hand, and when that flop comes out, he can bet it at that point. But
Right.
however, if he had a 3-bet right there, it'd have been shoved all in.
Yeah. I agree, but how often do you run into aces? More often, queens is the best hand there.
One out of every
Yeah.
221 times.
Well, yeah, I'm just saying that more often that queens is going to be the best hand there and should be 3-bet.
By the
with
way, thanks for
high
coming.
frequency.
Thanks for doing this with me.
I
know-
can't believe I stayed so long. I'm just sitting here like,
You said, I'll stay a couple minutes.
great catching up with you, Charlie, man.
Heck yeah.
It's-
I never got to talk poker with you like this.
we never got to do
Yeah.
this.
This is a whole lot of fun. But you got to start calling ace, queen, ace, quisha.
Look
and
at
Champ picks it up.
Champ with the ace quisha.
All right. Scott with the queen 7 suited, and Champ does not slow bet it. Somebody raised to $7. I didn't see who it is because look at all this action moving around. Tanner with ace 7 suited raised to 7.
3-bet Champ.
Scott calls with queen 7 suited.
Yeah.
Champ says, ace quisha, we're raising it up. And look at this. Tanner makes the call. Richard makes the call. So we have 4-way action. We're going to have $99, $89 in the pot. 90
Richard can't fold, never fold.
Can't fold, never fold, Richard.
I'm way out of position in this hand, and I got to see a flop with 10-8, 10 high.
Why not? I just hit the 6.
Yeah.
Flop comes out ace, quisha.
Oh.
And 3, 2 spades.
Backdoor hearts pair and a backdoor hearts for Scott.
Scott's got a pair of queens.
Tanner with the
Oh, look
top
at
pair.
this. 55?
Is
Double
he?
checking?
And he's donk betting into this.
Now, if I'm Champ, I think about it for a minute. I don't just shove my chips in there. I think about it.
Yeah, for sure. You gotta
Oh, look
take
at him!
your
Look at him!
time.
Look at him! He's working on his Golden Globe Award right now, but he's not even going to call. That looks like a flush draw. Look at him! Look at even how he's sitting.
Yep. But it makes it easy for Tanner to get away here. Tanner, unfortunately for Tanner, he's not blocking spades, so yeah, it's definitely possible Champ has spades there. Combo draw, king
There's
jack.
so much more to poker than just what the cards you're holding are.
Oh, yeah,
It's what you're holding plus what you're holding that they can't hold, plus
right.
what you're holding that you block, plus what you're holding that you don't block.
Which is even more of a factor in my game.
Yeah, that's you
Probably
play the
not.
reverse psychology.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this.
Decides to go with it. Nah.
He says all in.
Yeah, non-believer. It's like I got you on king jack of spades, and
He's
it's gonna
got
get shown the bad news.
1% chance.
Running dead to running sevens. There's not even a club out there. Yes, sir. Sorry. Just rip it, folks. Yeah, if I'm Tanner, I'm just rip it. I'm so dead here.
And that's usually when it goes runner 7.
Yeah.
So he's still got 1%. So that means at least 2 of the 7s are still alive.
Are you telling me there's a chance?
So you're saying there's a
There's
chance.
a saying here.
Jack of spades on the turn.
And
No
he's
help.
dead. Yeah, he's dead.
That's what he's saying. Hey, just get the hand over with.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Well, good for Champ, man. Back-to-back big pots, or some. The last one was semi-big. This one's fairly big.
Oh, he's got an out to a 3 now.
Yeah,
I was gonna say if a 3 would have hit or an ace. No,
he
just a
picked
3.
up. He picked up a little backdoor 2-outer there.
And so Tanner is busted, and Tanner is unfortunately our second. Oh, I missed seat number 2. Nacho got busted on that king queen with the big pot, the aces and queens and all that. So Tanner is our second casualty of the game. Tanner, thank you for coming in tonight. We appreciate you. But let's see what this button right here does. Okay, that's my good joke. That's my
That's
good
dad joke. Right
That's my dad
That's
joke.
dad joke right there.
Yes. All right. So I was gonna give him
Happy
some-
Father's Day.
Hey, happy Father's Day to
Thank
you too.
Thank you.
And we haven't done a stream. I know we did say previously, we wish y'all all the best Father's Day. So now what we can say is we hope it was an amazing Father's Day. We hope you all got breakfast in bed, and there's so many dirty jokes that you can insert right there. But we hope that you all got breakfast and bread brought to you. We hope that your wife mowed the lawn and your kid did the laundry. But we know in actuality that you probably had to get out on that grill and you had to cook the food. So thanks to all you
always
dads
the
out there. We
case.
truly appreciate you. We're going to flip around and look at the calendar so that all these new people that are joining us on social media land can see exactly what we have. We've got Mondays, $2,000 guaranteed free roll. Wednesdays, $60 bomb pot tournament. It's double boarded. It's 4-carded. It's PLO high. And it is double the board, double the pleasure, double the fun.
Double the fun.
What gum is that?
That's
Double mint gum.
double mint. Yeah.
And, oh my gosh.
80 stuff.
Hey, we're going to flip back over to the game because
That 5-3 suited.
that's why we flip back over. The best hand in poker is in Renee's hand. Let's see Renee bet it. Come
And he
on.
flops a backdoor.
Grab those
Straight
chips.
draw and a backdoor
Grab
flush draw.
those. Look at this. This, ladies and gentlemen, tune in right here. Tune in right here. Okay, this is how you play 5-3. This is why 5-3 is the best hand in poker.
And Binks the 2-pair right there, right?
And look at Richard.
Binks the
Oh, Richard's got the KoJack's guess his hand. And look at he makes the call. He snaps the call. He knows 5-3 is the stigma.
3 on the river.
You called it.
Oh my God! Come on now.
That's going to be terrible if Richard's got a deuce.
Oh my God. Give me-
Richard may have a
Yeah,
deuce.
It's possible. He could have a 7-2.
And it was only
Look
15.
at that 5-3 suited. The nuts.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Effective nuts.
I'm going to go ahead and throw this in there. That is why. Are you in the chat? And are you a believer of? Wait. Why is Richard getting it? Richard had 7-3.
Oh, did he?
Richard had 7-3. Okay. We need to switch this
Almighty.
around. We need to switch this around.
Yeah. Look at all that shit Charlie was talking about 5-3 suited.
Okay,
Look what
so
happened.
5-3.
Cooler.
5-3 is an amazing hand in poker, with the exception of your opponent holding 7-3 on a 7 board. That is so crazy. 5-3 is still the best hand in poker. Will always go down. When I die on my tombstone, I want you to put 5-3 got me here.
What suit?
Any suit. Any suit.
Offsuit?
Anytime I look at 5-3, I see pocket aces in my hand. I see quads. I see royal flush in my hand.
Yeah.
And so I do think we're about to miss this next hand. And are we about to? Is this the hand we're going to miss? Okay. All right. So we did have a glitch in the system, so we are going to miss this hand, but that does give us one quick time to flip around and to show you what's coming up at KoJack's, what Max might be playing this week. How long are you in town for?
Oh, I'm leaving tomorrow.
Okay, so Max definitely will not be playing any of these this week. You're flying back in next week, right?
No,
let's say
I'll
next
be in
Thursday?
Dallas next week. I'll be back the following.
You playing some big games up there?
Yeah, I'm gonna go play like 5-10, 5-5-10 PLO
Where are you going?
at TCH.
TCH? You
Or
gotta,
I'll go play 2-5.
you gotta check out Poker House Burleson. That's one of our clubs up there.
Oh, is it?
Yep. Poker House Fort Worth, one of our clubs up there.
Burleson's a little bit far from where I'm at.
All right. So if you
next time.
if you head into there, text me because excuse me, I know you have my phone number, so text me and we'll comp you a daily membership, give you some hours to go out and
Oh,
play.
pretty. I'll do that.
We'll take care of you.
So we do an annual thing in Granbury every year. And so next time we do the Granbury thing, I'll
Stop in and see.
definitely go.
So what we got the $2,000 guaranteed free roll coming up Mondays, every Monday in June. I'm going to give you a little spoiler though. Something big, and I can't tell you because the other half of the egghead is not here. Something big is on the horizon. And that's going to be mine and Reese's to tell you. I may know, I may not know, but I will never tell. I'll take it to the grave with me. Wednesday's $60 bomb pot tournament. That well, you don't see her in the screen, but this beautiful lady right here, Miss Lauren, is a bomb pot specialist. She finally did not cash in her first bomb pot tournament, but she's cashed in all the others that we've had. And then Saturdays, if you haven't got to be part of our $200 bounty tournament, head out this Saturday at 3 p.m. It is $200. That starts you off with 15,000 chips. There's a $20 instant add-on for 10,000 more chips. So for $220, you can start off with 25,000 chips. And that elusive bounty chip, that bounty chip is going to be worth $50. If you throw it in the middle of the pot that says, I'm all in, come and get some, all you can eat, and I'm going to take your money. If you get knocked out, that player gets your bounty chip, and that's a $50 bill. Every player you knock out, you get one of their bounty chips. And when you come to cash out, when you get knocked out, you owe one of yours. But when you come to cash out, I'll give you a $50 bill for every single bounty chip you have. So not only will there be a big prize pool, there's going to be a huge bounty pool to go along with that. And then we're going to flip around. We're going to look at the cash game tournament slide. This one right here is brand new. Oh, I can't raise up there. But this is brand new to KoJack's. This is going to be the third week that we've run this. It's a $120 cash tournament. It is $100 in cash game chips. It's 1 hour worth of play. At the end of that hour, anything that's in front of you is yours. You can Scrooge McDuck it. You can swim in it. You can throw it down at 4:30 for the next one, and everything you win there, you can throw it down at 6 p.m. for the next one. It is going to be an ongoing 3-tournament thing, 20-minute levels, 1, 2, 1, 3, and 2, 5. Registration is open till the end of the first 1-2 level. The first, like there's two. But registration is open till the end of the 1-2 level. But the early bird bonus, if you're here by the start of the tournament, you get one chance for a re-entry. So you can rebuy one time for $20 to make them holler and make it painful and take down the pot. Last week we ran 2 of them last week. We're going to be running 3 of them this Sunday, excuse me. But we had a couple players over $700, a couple players over $600, and a lot of happy people just because you get a chance for $120. You get to play 1, 2, 1, 3, and 2, 5.
Yeah, I can. I mean,
I could see you goofing off and trying it when you come in.
yeah, for sure.
Scott likes it. Scott's won every time he's fired a bullet, he's won on it. So here we go. We got the KoJack. We got
It
Jack
looks
6.
like Richard picked up and called it a day. Renee with the ace 10. Was this a limp pot? Yeah, $10 pot.
And the only spade.
Yeah, 10 of spades.
So if you're in the chat and you've played that cash game tournament, let me know what you thought of it. It's something new that we added. Players were saying they wanted twists on tournaments, so we threw it down and we put a twist on it. And we're curious, what do you guys think of that? Are you shun the non-believers? Charlie the Unicorn. You haven't seen that? Oh, okay. Who in the chat has seen Charlie the Unicorn? No, Charlie. I'll have to show you that when we get off here. It's not exactly stream appropriate, but if you're in the chat,
Oh, spades.
oh, he folded the spade too.
Yeah, he folded.
The 6 is in the lead. That is unbelievable. Candy
King
Mountain.
6, yeah.
Candy Mountain. That's what I'm talking about, guys.
Candy Mountain.
Yep, Candy Mountain. So, folks, this is our 15-minute warning. We got 15 minutes in the stream left. And so if you're in the chat, let us know, did you like the cash game tournament? If you don't like it, what would you like to see changed? If you do like it, what would you like to see more of?
And if you're in the chat, let us know if you're from North Korea.
Yes, definitely let us know if you're from Pyongyang, North Korea, because that means that we finally, once we hit one person in Pyongyang, I mean, there's no point in ever streaming again. That means we reached the whole world.
So I got a story about that. Back in Houston, I tend to play with a lot of Koreans.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, for sure.
Some of them from
South
there?
Koreans.
I was going to say, are some of them there?
I get along with them.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll sit there and just needle. We'll talk about what part of Korea you're from,
Mhm.
and then they'll
Seoul,
tell me, and
Seoul,
I'll say,
Seoul.
so are you South Korean or are you true Korean?
Oh.
It gets good.
Oh, I bet it gets good.
Yeah, it gets good.
I like that. Are you? I'm gonna start saying that. Are you South Korean or are you true Korean?
Yeah, that's yeah.
So 5-way action. Flop comes out 7-5-8. Champ just says squadoosh. I'm gonna get it all. Andrew says I got a little bit of it. Looking for a 6. Poker Face says I'm looking for a 9, and Renee says I've got all your 9s.
That's right.
I got all your 9s.
Renee's
Looking for a 6.
looking in the lead there.
A 6 would be detrimental to Andrew, who would have 4 through 8.
I'd rather see a 9 and see the set and Jack 10 go at it.
There's so many options here that.
No backdoor spades are coming, no.
How about 6 then a 9?
Oh, a 6 and a 9 would be sick.
Well, we lost the 7-4. 7-4 said not in my house.
Yeah, I can't continue. Champ continues with a pair of 7s. Best hand, or no, second best hand. Oh,
Oh, now Renee needs that 6 or a queen.
yeah.
Basil says, I've got my favorite hand for the second time tonight, and if he
That's
wins, he's
right.
going to lay it right down on the KoJack's logo. Look at
Well,
him.
he's
look at him
winning at the moment.
bouncing. Look at him bouncing.
I don't know why. Oh, 7-5 2 pair. I didn't even see Champ had 2 pair there. Okay.
We don't pay attention to 2 pair here. That's too
Yeah,
tiny.
counterfeitable for sure. 8 on the river.
That's too little.
10 on the river. No.
Oh, that would have been terrible because 7-4 got mucked.
Yeah.
So Champ could. Oh, he doesn't even have to. Here's a bet by Renee. It went check to him. Renee bets $42 into $199.
No.
Champ's not going anywhere. I don't think he's raising it though.
No,
That's too
he's
scary.
flattened. He's flattened. There's too many hands out here to beat him. No flush draws complete. Too many straight draw combos complete.
Oh, he slammed his chips down. Look at that.
Yeah.
He picked them up and then he slammed them back down. And by slam, I don't mean he got upset and just.
Yeah, but I don't see how he folds here. I don't see how he gets away from getting 5-1, 6-1.
He folded.
He did fold.
Now Basil's going to have to call
Yeah.
because he's getting 6-1 on his money.
6-1 on his money. Man.
7 times 6, 42.
And then, so the only reason why to justify Champ's fold is he's still got Basil act.
Mm-hmm.
And Basil lets it go.
And that's what he just said. He said, I'd have called if I'd have known that.
Yeah.
We need to do an episode of bad lip reading.
Good luck on Basil.
Yeah. Touche.
All Basil had to do was call on tables Jack 10 right in the middle of KoJack's logo.
Oh, yeah. Did he lay it down when he folded it?
I didn't see him.
I bet you he did lay it down.
He might have tabled it.
So the list goes up tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're not on the list, you are missing out. Next Thursday, I go right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, no limit hold'em. The list goes up tonight. Actually, tomorrow, excuse me. The list goes up tomorrow for 1, 2, no limit hold'em. Sign up on Poker Atlas or call up the club and tell them you want to be on Charlie's list. It's going to be a sick, sick, sick night.
What a game.
The KoJack suited so pretty. 55 is so pretty. 44 is not so pretty when it's up against 55. Look at that. 44 is 14%.
Hey, 4-4 still looks good on the button, man.
4-4 is 14%. 10-7 suited is 22%.
King Jack looks good. King Jack suited looks good in the cutoff.
Fives is 13%. Ace 5 suited is 20%. Look at this. Look at Poker Face. Is he on the button? That's
Yeah,
usually where
with
he
pair of ladies.
The big blind.
In the big blind.
Oh, and he did not. That's twice he's picked up, and he did not 3-bet it, or 4-bet it in this instance.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun. I wonder what this button is. All right, welcome into KoJack's Live after we've got the 80s music studio.
However, we did get a semi-click to 30 from Fernie with pocket fives.
This is where Basil should bomb it.
Yeah, Basil needs a bomb here. I don't see how he doesn't.
He just calls.
No, he just calls. So he's in
You know-
set mind mode with with the third nuts.
I
He's in
don't
set mind
hate it.
mode.
I don't hate it.
Don't hate it either, but you should never be. I'm set minding with pocket queen.
And that's why, because now
Yeah.
his queen is over the top, and Fernie with his little 3-bet right
Yeah.
there says, "Hey, I got it all."
But look at Renee. Look at Renee with backdoor straight draw and the spade draw. The top pair for Scott.
Look at this. Fernie's 55% to win this hand. Basil's 6%,
Yeah.
and Fernie's 30%.
Yeah.
And Scott is over here with top pair, a huge kicker, and he's at 6%.
And if Basil 3-bets, or was it 4-bet there before Fernie was able to 4-bet, is Fernie seeing a flop with
Or if
pocket
he'd have came
fives?
back over the top after calling that,
Yeah.
he'd have won the hand right there. He'd have had $200 in his pot.
That's right. So
All right, Basil, when you go back and watch this, that's you made 2 mistakes tonight. Actually, I don't know if they're mistakes, but we're giving you advice on 2 hands. Raise your hands.
you got the third nuts, buddy. Don't turn into a multi-way set mine.
And now Renee jumps in the pot, calls the $60. So all of a sudden, this is accelerating. Scott calls the $30. And now we have $390 in the pot. And Andrew shows, hey, I got to let this crap go.
And look at Scott almost drawing dead with a pair of jacks.
After the other folds, we see that he's
Can't
5%.
fold, never fold.
He's got the same equity as Basil.
Yeah, I like Renee's hand. Especially if it 8 peels off. No, I didn't want the 10 from him. Fortunately,
Basil's going to bomb it right here, and he's going to
yeah,
get bombed back.
unfortunately, Basil's drawing the 1 out with the queen of clubs here. Unfortunate.
Where's the queen of spades?
You don't want the queen of spades.
Oh, yeah. I was like, wait, what about the queen of spades? You're not counting that? Never.
Nope, not then.
Basil says $75. Now, if I'm Fernie, I just call. He says no. You're not Charlie. I'm going all in.
Oh, yeah, he's too short to call at that point. Why even commit over half your stack?
And Renee
Just
snaps it.
jam.
Look at that. He says, I call. He didn't say all in. He said, I call.
Yeah, so he's calling, what, 160 or something? Yeah, he's calling 160 with his pair of 10s and a spade. He obviously doesn't know his 10 is dead to a set.
So, ladies and gentlemen, big hand of the night, $495. And Basil's 100% folding.
Yeah.
He has to fold right here.
Yeah, I think. Well, look at the price Basil's getting to.
Scott let it go.
I don't see how Basil gets away, not 85 to call.
85 to call with 815 in the pot. He's getting
Yeah.
10 to 1. How often
Never,
in a 1-2
not
game?
fold, never fold.
How often in poker do you get 10 to 1 on your call?
Yeah. Not fold, never fold. That's the thing. It's no limit.
That's the
And-
SPR that you're talking about,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
That's the SPR. So Basil's down to 1 out, queen of clubs.
And you're never negative EV for calling here because of SPR being so small. So
Oh, it's close. 9 of clubs, 3
Yeah.
off. 3
Yeah.
off. And it's going to go check now with Renee and Basil.
yeah, that's
And it does go check. So all cards are coming up. And he's going to show his hand, say, I whiffed. I have a pair of 10s. And then they're going to see Fernie's 3 5s, flopped set, a little set mining, worked for him because,
yep.
and Basil, we're not being
Basil
mean,
let
but
him
you
set
didn't
mine.
raise. You let him in there.
Poker's so sick, bro. You got a 4-bet, 5-bet that second, third nuts.
And look at this. Fernie went from $320 to $900.
Yeah, Fernie cannot profitably see a flop if he make a big 3-bet, 4-bet there.
Wow.
Because no one's deep enough to set mine in a 4-bet pot.
No.
Yeah.
And looking at action around our clubs in West Texas, let me peek at this. KoJack's has 3 tables. Is this right? It says 4 tables.
Oh, yeah?
It says 2 1-2s running and 2
Oh,
5
yeah.
buttons.
So you actually just have 1 1-2 running.
Well,
No.
that
Maybe
means we
out
have,
there?
Yeah, well, we
Maybe
got
out there?
18 people. Look at this.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so possible 4 tables running at KoJack's. If you're ready to play, action is here. Let's look over at Celebrity Card Club in Odessa. They had a tournament tonight, I do believe. I'm not 100% sure about that, but I do know that they got cash running wild. They got 5 on the button table running over at CCC. If you're out in San Angelo and you're listening to us in San Angelo, Texas, they've got Mark's Thursday round of each game going. That's a 2-5 round of each.
Ooh, that sounds fun.
300 to 1,000 matched the stack. It's salty.
Good game. Good game.
It is salty. So there's definitely action. If you're in the Austin area, go check out KoJack's.
San Angelo.
No, if you're in Austin, go check out Poker House Austin.
Poker House.
They got giveaways out the wazoo.
Is that a part of your group too? Now?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
We're part of their group. So
Okay.
much more fun saying it the other way. They're part of us, but we are part of them. Team
Yeah.
Fernie, Jessica checking in. Team Fernie is bringing Mama home some new shoes tonight. Isn't that right, Jessica?
So is that all the Poker House brands?
Poker
you
House
guys
Brands
know?
is in the group with us.
Very cool.
Text Line
Very
over in Texarkana is us. And if you don't know about Text Line, that might actually be the next spot that you check out because they play Wild West poker out there. They play a lot of the 5 on the button, and there's usually 7 or 8 people going to the flop. They don't utilize the 3-bet as much as we wish they would. Andrew has 5 outs with his ace. With his ace 3, and we see the wonderful Miss Britt. Basil throws out a bet of $11,
Yeah,
and
small
still
pot.
going. He is heads up against who was sitting in Richard's seat. We don't have the cards there, but this is actually going to be the last hand of the night. So Basil throws out one more bet. The graphics are going to be off, but that's because we're just switching cards. Basil throws down the pot, and he taps the board, which usually means I surrender. Let's see, where's the pot go? And the pot does go the other way. So we're going to flip over here, and we're going to show you one more time the calendar. Every Monday at KoJack's, $2,000 free roll. Your first stack is on us. Head on in to see us. Every Wednesday, the $60 double board bomb pot, 4 cards, double the pleasure, double the fun. No better word in poker PLO action than the word pot. And then on Thursdays, we're going to put the list up tomorrow. Get on Charlie's list. It's a lot of fun, a lot of action. You saw a lot of 7-way pots, 8-way pots tonight, $150 pre-flop pots. It was a whole lot of fun. On Saturdays, our $3,000 guaranteed bounty tournament. And then on Sundays, it's a $120 cash game tournament. And as you can see in this graphic right here, you see both Mr. Max and myself. I've been joking around saying that he's flew in just for this. He actually just walked in to say hello for me, and I didn't even say anything back. I just handed him the headset, and he jumped on here, and he goes, I can stay about 5 minutes, man. And here we are 2 hours later. We're still sitting in the same spot. So, chat, give a big thanks and a round of applause to Mr. Max. Is this your first time to commentate on screen?
That's right. That's right. It's my first time.
Well, your poker knowledge is a whole lot of fun, and it's there. But if I can get this the right way, right here, 3 o'clock Sunday, 4:30 Sunday, 6 p.m. Sunday, we've got the brand new $120 cash game tournament. That's you buy in for $120, you start off with $100 in chips at the end of that hour. Everything that's on the table in front of you, only in front of you, not in front of him. I can't take his and scoop it into mine, but everything that's on the table in front of you is yours. We're going to start another one up in 30 minutes, run that one at 4:30. That one's going to end at 5:30. Then at 6 p.m., it's going to head right back on over here. And I lied to you. I am so sorry. This is the official last hand right here. So we get to catch one more, and we just catch the end of it. Andrew flops, or Rivers, a pair of 10s, but where's the check mark? 10-8. 10-7 is dominated by 10-8.
Champ gets a check mark with the kicker.
So
in a
Champ
teeny
pulls
pot.
in. Yeah, Champ pulls in the last hand of the night, and one more handshake. By the way, hello. Thanks for coming to say hi to me.
Hey, thanks for having me, man. I was just going, like Charlie said, I was just going to say 5 minutes, and the game looked too fun, and talking to Charlie is always fun.
The
and
1-2
catching
is
up.
crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy fun. And if you're just learning the game, head on out here. Let's spin this just a little bit so we can get a little bit of you. But if you're just learning the game, head out. I mean, you can see flops for $2, $4. Now, some of them get a little bit bigger, and we get, $900 like that one that Fernie dominated a while ago with a set of 5s.
That's right.
But you see good play. You see some questionable play. Basil, pocket queens, you need to raise them. But you see some questionable play. But all in all, everybody has a heck of a good time. And I think here in the future, we're going to see Mr. Max on the table.
Oh. I don't know.
What time's your
This
flight
side would
takeoff?
be fun. I'm actually driving.
Okay, all right, all right. Well, drive safe tomorrow. But from all of us here at KoJack's, we'll see you Saturday here, 3 p.m. for the bounty tournament. Max, thank you.
Thank you, sir. It's a pleasure.